T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish. Hello, people. We are back. Live instant match reaction. First and foremost, if you can, please do smash the like button. It really helps us to grow as a channel. Deflated, disappointed, frustrated, annoyed. Any more adjectives I can think of? Angry, despondent,
flabbergasted,
confused. It's not good. It's not good. Losing to Man United over the years hasn't been seen as the worst thing. Losing to Man United right now is terrible, and losing in the manner we lost was absolutely horrendous. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this once and for all. There are Liverpool fans out there who will criticize me, Matt, and Drift for saying we want more. We want to win multiple trophies. We want to be winning these trophies every season. And we get told, you're being ungrateful. Don't you remember what it was like under Hodgson? You guys are just crybabies because you want the club to sign players while the club's hot, and you should deal with it, and just you shouldn't be questioning Klopp. What's your CV, and who are you to question the owners? What makes us spoilt because we want to stay at the top? What makes us spoilt because we can see glaring deficiencies in our squad and it's not being addressed? Why does that make us spoiled? Why does that make us bad fans? Are you guys bad fans because you pick at us because we say we want certain things? What, do you want us to go back to the Hodgson days and all that and then rebuild ourselves again, or try and rebuild ourselves again? It took us long enough to build ourselves. 30 years it took to win the league. Took a long time to build ourselves. So now we're at the top. Surely you strike while the iron's hot now. Or do you just sit there and you just wait for everyone else to pass you and then you try and claw it back again? What, do we want a roller coaster? Because I'm all right having a smooth sailing drive. My belly can't handle a roller coaster at my age. I'm all right driving on a plain sailing road. But why is it that we on this channel get criticized because we say we want more and better players? God bless his soul. James Milner should not be starting for Liverpool Football Club in 2022. I don't care how many injuries there are. Just to put it into context, guys, Milner's first season, he was played centre midfielder and right wing. Milner's second season, who's played as a left back?
Oh my gosh, I've just seen the maddest thing.
Milner's played left back, right back, DM, centre midfield, wing. 37 years old, getting a new contract and having to play in Manchester United at Old Trafford. Naby Keita. Oh my goodness. I've seen matchsticks with more flame than him. Curtis Jones can't stay fit, and this is meant to be our future. Harvey Elliott's had a terrible injury last season, and now he's meant to be our savior. Let me get this straight. Harvey Elliott is Gini Wijnaldum's replacement and Shaqiri's replacement, but now he's also Minamino's replacement. Okay, cool. Nunes comes in and he ain't been taught about how to control himself on a football pitch. Carvalho's come in and we've been told by the media, oh, we got a new Coutinho. The boy's 19. He can't buy alcohol at the shop, but he's meant to be the new Coutinho and he's meant to take us to the level. Can't buy alcohol at the shop, dude. Mate, can't buy alcohol at the shop.
Carl, just quickly.
Oh, no, let me get all out.
Sorry,
let me get all out.
I'm gonna
He's a 10. He's a 10. His natural position is to play 10. But no. Let's play him out on the left wing because we can't be bothered to go and get someone else because it will stunt his growth. I don't want to hear about my manager talk about Tyler Morton being able to play 6 or 8 because he did it in training. What did he do? I used to play striker in training. You don't see me doing that on a football pitch, though, do you, in a game? No, you don't. You got Salah, who's just got a new contract, but do you know how you keep someone motivated? But you give them competition. Who's Salah's competition? In fact, no. Here, I've got a better question for you. When was the last time Salah had competition?
He's never had competition.
At Roma. He had competition at flipping Roma. Firmino, we are playing a false 9 with no legs in 2022. He is my favorite player before anyone comes at me and says I'm being reactionary. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You either play him in a 10 or you don't play him at all. If he's not good enough for the team, respectfully, Firmino, we love you and love everything that you've done, but please move on and let's bring in some fresh blood. But no, I'm here, and this is not even aimed at you, Drift. This is not even aimed at you. But I'm having arguments with people saying he should get a new contract. Firmino's got to get a new contract. Based on what? Because of what he did in 2018, 2019, and 2020. It's 2022 now. Firmino's not a false 9. But you know what? I'm not even giving him smoke tonight because everyone's moaning about Firmino coming deep to get the ball. But let me ask someone a question. If he doesn't come deep to get the ball, who travels and gives him the ball in that midfield? Don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, that's right. The answer's nobody.
You'll be waiting as long as Firmino.
Firmino's having to play 6, 8, and 10. Firmino was having to play 6, 8, 10, and false 9 tonight. I haven't seen someone play 4 positions since Gerrard in 2005.
Facts.
Henderson playing at the 6, but can't bring the ball down and trap it.
I need you to get to VVD.
Captain,
I need you to get to VVD.
I'm not even going to speak about the defense right now.
I need to speak about it.
Certain men are more concerned about their ponytail not coming out of place than putting a tackle in.
Fam, my man's more concerned about his aura.
Joe Gomez, look at Milner. Milner spread out, skin out. Milner skin out.
Fam,
skin out like he's in a yardie rave.
Aura.
What's he doing?
Fam, I can't even
Milner
lie.
is
This is
skin out like he's in a yardie rave. Robbo hasn't been informed since April. Andrew Robertson hasn't been informed since April.
VVD thought it was powering out like a Dragon Ball Z.
Joe Gomez had no positional awareness today.
Ben over.
And Trent is being spoken about as his generational talent, and he is. In my opinion, on form, he's the best right back in the world. But someone please do me a favor and tell him he's not Steven George Gerrard yet. Please, someone. Because I don't know what we're doing here.
Van Disney aura, you know.
Because right now, Trent seems not to want to play right back. So you either drop him or you play him in midfield. But he can't have it both ways. He cannot have it both ways. It makes no sense. I'm seeing Salah triple teamed. What's this? WWE with the Hardy Boys and them, man. Triple teamed. And you can't get no support because Trent don't want to do an overlap until the last 20 minutes of the game.
No, Trent didn't want to give no one the ladder, innit? He's just standing outside waiting for everyone to get knocked out and then he's going to jump in the ring.
You know the man in wrestling used to hold on to the little rope bit and put their hand out for a tag, and when the man come to give a tag, they just jumped off the apron. That was Trent tonight. Walk to the back. No explanation. Jim Ross and Jerry the King going crazy. What's he done? Why has he walked out on him? Why? What's going on here? What's going on with Liverpool Football Club? Let's not even speak about Jurgen Klopp, because if you speak about him, you're speaking about God, apparently. But last time I checked, he breathes the same air I breathe. So what? Does that mean he can't be criticised? FSG, they can't be criticised. Julian Ward, more like hospital ward at the moment with the amount of injuries we've got. What, he can't be criticised? What do these men do? Just sit in a laboratory and go through stats and data and think, oh, that's the man we've got to sign because the data's good. I'm starting to wonder if these men even watch games anymore. That's enough. Well done, Liverpool Football Club. Well done. Because you managed to take a club who almost won it all to having 2 points in the league right now. And then you're telling me we don't need a centre midfielder. We need 3. But no one's ready for that conversation. We need 3 centre midfielders.
I can't really talk because little man's on the screen, so you might as well go, Matt.
I remember when I said towards the end of
There'll be no pleasantries coming out of my mouth.
No. I remember towards the end of last season when we won the double, and I remember when I said these exact words: the midfield needs surgery. Do you remember when I said that? And some people were like, "No, it's not that bad."
I'm getting a playback, guys. As soon as I start talking,
I'm
I'm getting a playback all of a sudden.
1 2 1 2 1 2. It's gone now. I don't know why. I had that as well.
Yeah.
But I remember when I said the midfield needed surgery, and some people were having a go at me saying I'm going overboard. And I get it. Maybe at the time I was, but it's almost like I did sort of see though, because the thing is, when you look at our midfield, we've got good midfielders, but the problem is availability. And this is where the mileage kicks in. This is where you look at it and go, we can only really count on you if you're available. Thiago is our best midfielder, but he misses normally around nearly half a season. Fabinho is our best DM, but it's like he plays in spurts. It's so weird. Like recently anyway, Henderson can't play the 8 no more, can play the 6 well. So, okay, cool. You can play the 6, but Klopp will still play you in the 8. Naby Keita. Everyone would know on this channel that Naby Keita, I've tried to back him in his worst performances. I've tried to support him when I feel like there's a bit of a witch hunt. But you see tonight, where we haven't won a game, and this is a must-win game, and then there was all the issues with the contract and whatever. Him not potentially wanting to sign and rare to 10, and Klopp doubling down saying, we're not going to sell him, but if we sell him, we need a replacement, all that stuff. I'm going to be honest,
Sorry, really sorry to cut you, Matt.
Yeah.
Does anyone actually know what Naby's injury is before you continue?
No one does. But I think there's more to it, though. I think no. For this one, this is why I will say, as things stand right now...
Should I speculate, Cal?
No, Jiff, let me land. I'm going to
go full T-shirt. I think it's T-shirt.
No. You man, don't do that. It's not even about that. It's not even about why he's missing. I think there's more to it than that. I think it's like something else, basically. But my whole point is that he's hardly available. And then when he's available, you don't play him. Then he's fit, he's not fit. We need more. We just need more. We need someone that's going to be there full stop. But if I'm going to be honest, I'd rather have a lesser player than Naby Keita. But if they're available, okay, cool, I can live with it. But when you've got a player, in my opinion, that is talented but can't stay on the pitch for whatever reason, that's where you got to look at it. And that's where I will say, do you know what? We have to make a change. And I understand people's frustration. We have to make change. But what baffled me even more so is when Klopp doubled down on it and said, there's no breakdown with Naby Keita. There's no breakdown. We're not going to sell him unless we sell him. We'll get a replacement.
Matt,
I don't know what Klopp was talking about there.
Tell the people what Pep Linder's quote about Naby was. Gone.
Oh yeah. I forgot. He's a world-class substitute.
Is that what Pep Linder said?
So before the season started,
he can come on and dribble past everyone.
Yeah, when everyone's tired. So before
what you mean, like how you dribble on a pillow?
No. But hear me out, Drift. So
because he's not dribbling with the ball.
Let me land. Regardless of whether it's a Naby thing or a FSG thing,
too short to
but my whole point is this though: if a midfielder you rate, but then the other guy's gonna come out and say he's a world-class substitute, why is he gonna want to sign a new deal, bro? You've left that too late. You shot yourself in the foot. You should have dealt with that last year. Liverpool should have dealt with that last year, if I'm being honest with you. They should have dealt with that last year. They should have dealt with Firmino last year. They should have dealt with Oxlade-Chamberlain last year. But look where we are now. Every one of them players I've just named are still here as things stand right now. And their contracts haven't been sorted. But I'm going to be honest, whether Naby's injured or not, we've got issues. We have issues. Our midfield has serious issues. Our midfield has serious issues from when we just won the Premier League. And certain man were trying to talk about how we've got X, Y, and Z. When I was like, no, we don't. Curtis Jones, talented, but I don't know if he's good enough. I'm not too sure. I think he needs to play every game, see what you're going to get out of him. Harvey Elliott, cool.
Oh, sorry, Matt. Sorry to cut you. Naby's actually not injured, apparently.
Oh, would you really? Ah.
What's he suffering? What's he suffering from? Soft feet from his manicure.
Bro, no, do you know, I'm not gonna have a go at Naby this one. I'm not gonna have a, you know, I'm not gonna have a go at Naby this one. No, I'm not.
Naby's going.
He's gone. But remember, I said this.
Yeah, he's gone for no reason because they're not gonna buy anybody.
Bro,
he's just leaving for the sake of leaving, bruv.
Drift. Hear me out. This ain't me.
We got that. What's that young brother? I can't pronounce his name.
Drift.
He'll play, bruv.
Drift. Hear me out. I'm not trying to defend Naby Keita, but again, this is the club's issue because they fumbled the bag, bro. Because here's the joke: when he was fit, they didn't want to play him. Then you're gonna get the new manager who's releasing books now before season started to then talk about the qualities that he has and that he's a world-class substitute. All right, cool. Are you gonna sign a new deal? I don't think so, bro. But man, I said this about 3 weeks ago. Everyone laughed at me, and now look what's happening. All right, cool. We move. Anyway, move on from Naby Keita. The rest of the midfield, all we have is 2 world-class midfielders, Thiago and Fabinho. But guess what? Thiago's always injured. So that leaves Fabinho. But guess what? Fabinho seems like he's going through a really bad patch. So what do we have left? We have a captain who is still trying to, if I'm being honest, find his way in that number 6 at times, but I think he's still good enough for rotation. We've got a James Milner who shouldn't be there anymore, in my opinion. I've said this already. And I love James Milner. I think he's one of the best free signings we've ever had at the club. But I think it was time for him to go. You've got, like I said before, a Harvey Elliott who has potential, but then he's starting a game in a must-win game. You've got Fabio Carvalho, who's a 10, who's now having to play in an 8 and also out wide. And everyone else is injured. We are in a mess. When I say a mess. And that's a reason that I will go back and I'll leave it there. We needed surgery. But people were like, Matt, you're being a bit too harsh. The midfield needed gutting, bro. Gutting. Of course it did. If nobody could see that, I don't understand. When Julian Wijnaldum left, you know what Liverpool said? Yeah, the replacement's going to be Thiago. That's what we did. So we didn't add, we just replaced. The problem is Liverpool in our midfield, especially, we're not adding. We're just replacing. So if one goes out, one goes in. We're not even future-proofing, really. But yeah, we move.
But here's the thing. I know the midfield needs to be. I know the midfield needs to be gutted, yeah. But I'm going to be honest with you. This is way beyond the midfield. That performance there can't just be blamed on the midfield.
No, it's not. But those are some of the issues that we have.
Were absolutely no. But this is what I'm saying. I'm not even going to go for the midfield anymore. I'm not even just going to pick up one.
Why? Because it's that bad.
What one fit, bro? Everything is bad. So explain something to me, yeah. If Diaz or Salah are having a bad game, what do? Nothing. And again, I'm going to be as respectful
Who's giving him the ball?
And I know little man can hear what I'm saying, so I'm trying.
Yeah, I just sent him out of the room. I knew you started speaking. I sent him out of the room.
No, but I was going to try. Bro.
Who's giving the strikers the ball, Drift? Just quickly, before you go into it, who's giving the strikers the ball?
No, but here's the point, bro. I'll get to it, though. I'm not saying the midfield's not a problem. Of course it's a problem, but I'm trying to see there's a bigger picture here. So if Diaz and Salah are having a bad game, who plays? Elliott and Carvalho? Do me a fucking favor. If we've got an injury to one of the strikers or to both of the strikers like we have right now, Bobby's still playing number 9. Do me a favor. Who the fuck does Trent think he is? I'm sorry. I rate the kid. Generational. His achievements are spectacular to this point at 23 years old. But who does he think he is? But does he think he could just walk around grinding Jay-Z dreads and just doing whatever he wants? Because at the moment, he looks like he's doing up Hove. That's what he's doing, bro. He thinks he's the GOAT. Man, you can't be the GOAT till your career's over, bro. He might be a generational talent, but man's out here at 23 years old thinking he can just do what he wants, walking around, moving into midfield, playing whatever position he wants, not tracking back. What's wrong with this brother? He don't even run. When he gets the ball, he actually just kicks it. He don't even run with it anymore. And it's laziness. This isn't talent. This is mentality. Van Dijk believes in his own hype. Man, them came for me last week, you know, when I said Van Dijk believes in his own hype. Do you believe me now? Do you believe me now? This man thinks he could just stand there, and him just being there will mean that the player won't do nothing. Scam Show scored the opening goal and effectively was what made them go on to winning the match. Jaden Scam Show. What are we doing? Do you know Jaden Scam Show has scored 3 goals for Man United in his entire Man United career, and we let him score today? What? Because man just wants to bend over while he's in the box? No. Nah. What the fuck is Van Dijk doing? Gomez had an absolute stinker today. But you know what? No, do you know what? I love this. Milner needs to tell him, who do you think you are, bro?
Yeah,
like,
I'm not
just
being
because
funny.
you're world class, it don't mean you can just do what you want.
Man said stop using your aura, you know. It's peak.
I know, but Milner also sold himself like he was on Surrey Street Market.
Do you know
as well.
why?
But you know
It's
what, Cal?
inspiration because Van Dijk was standing there powering
I
up,
have
bro.
no
I can't
issue.
lie. Peak.
I have no issue with what Milner did, because Milner bought the team about 3 or 4 extra seconds for someone else to close the ball down by blocking the shot. And nobody did anything. If Van Dijk could have engaged the ball,
That should be Van Dijk.
he would have got
That
the
should be
block
Van Dijk.
once
Slide
Milner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm watching it
100%.
again. Milner's saying to look at him. Milner said, look
I'm
at
so
me.
glad that I'm watching Milner bad Van Dijk up there, because somebody's got to wake him up, bro.
But why isn't the captain doing that?
No, but Milner is captain. He's vice captain. It is the same thing, bro. It is the same thing.
No,
It
do
is
you know
the
what,
same
Cal?
thing.
At this point, I don't think it matters.
Henderson
Cal, if I'm-
has added
it don't
up
really
enough
matter.
times Van Dijk.
It's either
So
Milner or Hendo. It don't really matter at that point, in my opinion. But
But Virgil's
Yeah.
our our third in command, so he shouldn't even need to be getting.
man said stop using your aura, you know.
But
it's
this
done.
is what I'm saying, bro. Like, Robbo should have been benched from before this game, but man's still playing him. And I don't even think Robbo was actually. I don't even think in the second half Robbo was that bad. But the point is, why did Robbo start the game? I saw his wrist wrapped up or his fingers or whatever. And man's still playing over Simicast. At this point, we're going to lose Simicast the way we lost Shaqiri. Because he's just going to go, what is the point of me hanging around here? And even when my man is injured or out of form, I'm not going to play any games. Do you know what I'm saying? Diaz is actually expected to take on 48 man a game. Like, that's what we do now. We're just thinking, you know, Diaz, you do it all. Why is Salah always hugging the touchline? How many times does Salah do what he used to do? We've totally changed up the way we play. But hold on, Nunes weren't playing today. Bobby was playing. So if Bobby's all right back in midfield, why is Salah not making those runs that he used to make? Like, it's almost like Salah's getting confused as to what his instructions are. Bobby Firmino, I've stuck up for this man as much as I can. But I've always said he should not be playing number 9. If there's one position in the team, he should not be playing. Unless he's maybe just coming on for 15 minutes, 20 minutes to be an impact sub, which I still think he's very capable of. But if we're talking about the main tactic and start in the game, what is he still doing up front in 2022? And Klopp, I would just love to know. I would just love to know what Klopp told the players today. I believe what Klopp said today was, do your thing, boys. Do your thing. Because there was no game plan. We had a whole week, and that's what we planned for. Is that what we did for a whole week? We planned for that. What was that? Them man must have been out drinking all week, blood. Because them man
drinking for what? What are they drinking for? They lost 2. They drawn 2 games,
bruv. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but explain to me, what were we planning for 8 days or 7 days or whatever it was we had to plan for that game? Another Monday night embarrassment. That's 2 Mondays in a row where we fucked up. And we watched Man City drop points yesterday. There should have been hunger in the belly. Them man should have watched Newcastle take points off Man City yesterday and thought, you know what? This is our way to get back in it. We win this game. We got 5 points. Man City's got 7 points. So we're kind of like, do you know what I mean? Like, let's go with it. Get the season going. Like, we're not that far behind. Let's get it moving. What do? We put in an even worse performance than we did in the Fulham game on the opening day of the season. Do you know how in the mud Man United are? Do you actually know how in the mud Man United are? Man United got bent over by Brighton in their own ground and then went to Brentford and got assaulted. And we've just let them move us up like that. I don't actually think anybody's actually understanding what is going on here. We are actually in the mud. Do you remember when everybody said that I was going nuts when I said we're in the mud? I think we're not even in the mud for Liverpool standards. I just think we're in the mud. Like, I just think we're actually in the mud now. I'm not talking to anybody. Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea. I'm not talking to any of them. We are in the mud, bro.
Can I ask a question? I don't want to answer the question, but I try and remain in the middle with this when I'm asking questions.
This sums it up.
Do we have to wait until we get the majority of our players back from injury before we can fully
No,
judge
Cal.
Klopp?
No. It's way past that.
Can you see that,
Way
Cal?
past that, bro.
Oh gosh, take it off, Matt. Take it off, man. Matt, take off the screen, please. Bro.
Man said he didn't wait. He's a defender, you know. Man used his aura.
What is wrong
Well,
with
we
Van
move.
Dijk? Do you know
Bro,
I'm
I
actually
don't know,
worried? If
bro.
I'm being completely honest with you, I'm actually worried because I don't
How can you
understand
be
how
a
you go from
defender
being
and
that
not
good
win
to
one
being this bad.
tackle?
He did win a
sorry,
tackle though. He did win a couple of tackles. When Rashford tried to go around him, Marshall tried to go around him.
No,
He
that
won
wasn't really a tackle. See, that wasn't a tackle. So you know when that's more
No, that one on
dispossessed,
Rashford was a
or
tackle.
when Rashford kicked the ball. That's not really a tackle, innit?
No,
When
Rashford
kick it
tried
around
to
him.
skin him and he won.
Yeah,
the
that
ball.
wasn't
That's
really a tackle
for me.
though. He didn't actually.
Fair
Bro.
enough.
Van Dijk was doing his best Maguire impression today at Old Trafford, blood.
Oh my, this can't be true. This can't be true.
Have you seen those
This
quote from
can't
Klopp?
be true. Klopp comment. We should have won this game. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's how
That's
I
what he
saw it.
said. That's what he said on the
Nah,
BBC.
if Klopp truly said that, there's only
He
one of
said that.
two things. Either what I was saying was so on the money, it's gone beyond the joke now that he just says things just for the fuck of it, or the man's got dementia. Which one is it? It's one of the two. I'm sorry. There's no other way around that. We should have won the game. I know it sounds crazy, but we should have won the game. Nah, he's
We
losing
should have
the
won
plot.
this game. I know it
He's
sounds ridiculous,
absolutely
but that's
losing
how
the
I saw
plot.
it.
Yeah. Nah, he's losing the plot. He's absolutely
What game
losing
was
the
he
plot.
watching?
I don't. Nah. Look,
What game was he watching?
it is what it is, man. We got a Bournemouth next.
Yeah, they just took a beating as well, so we'll probably be their medicine for a little pick me up, innit?
Wow.
I gotta hand it to Klopp. He's finding new ways of annoying me. He really is. Gotta hand it to him. If he came out today and said the attitude at the start of the game was wrong, we need to improve, I'd have been like, yeah, do you know what? Fair enough. He said we should have won.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what he said still. Klopp said, that's how I saw it.
I love Klopp more than I can explain.
That's how he feels, isn't it?
But I'm sorry, guys. If I came on this stream and I said, you know what, you man, I know we lost, but we should have won that game. I'm expecting you lot to take me off the stream and change all the passwords for everything. Change the passwords for everything, because I'm no longer able to comprehend and do this role. But yet he's sitting there saying, so let me get this straight. The first game was due to the pitch being too dry.
Yeah.
The second game was just, it was one of those things. And then now it's, we should have won. What game was he watching? Is this why he smiles on the touchline? Because he's watching something different to us?
Nah, Cal. That's the budge.
I'm sorry. Until the last
100%.
15 minutes.
Why do you think Klopp runs down the touchline real quick while everyone else is walking slow? Because he wants to take a couple hits of that budge, bro.
No, but
it's
I'm
the only
sorry.
explanation, blood. Because there can be no other reason, bro.
I get trying to deflect. I'm sorry. What's going on?
70% possession, 17 shots and 5 on target. Klopp says we should have won the game still.
Remember, those shots pretty much came in the last 15 minutes.
Oh,
because we were sitting there at one stage at like 65 minutes saying, oh, we haven't even had a shot on target. What's going on? Why is he being allowed to do? Where's the assistant manager who pulls him to a side and says, no, fix up?
The internet is undefeated. If I show you, what they're saying,
and you know, I don't even want to start smoking Linda's like and start giving him like smoke and stuff like that.
Laugh, bro.
But here's what we got to do. Linda's takes training. I think we really have to have a conversation about.
No, you're not allowed to, Drip. Because he's done.
What are we doing in training?
I don't even know if he takes training or whether.
If anybody, no, Pep Linders takes training, Matt. If anybody can explain to me what the tactics are and what we work on,
book. That's what the tactic is. Audio book.
Why is man asking about tactics? But the book is there. They don't need they don't even need tactics. Pep Linders is like, read the book. I see you tomorrow. We go over the book. Homework. We got Nunes now. That's the new chapter. That'll be in, the extended version. It is what it is.
It don't look like we have tackling drills. It don't look like we have shooting drills. It don't even look. It looks like all them man are doing is just passa in training. Swear down, because them man are just bending over and backing it up constantly, bro. Constantly. So is that what it is? Passa training. Bring your wife to work, but bring your wife to work day. Passa training. Is that what it is? Yeah?
You know when you go to like your missus' family for the first time, you might bring a little gift like some flowers for the mother-in-law and stuff like that. Did he just bring his book to every Tringle stadium he goes to now? Is that his thing now? He just
man's holding on to it. Man's holding on to it like thing used to hold on to the urn when he come down with the Undertaker.
Paul Bearer.
Remember?
Oh yes!
Oh yes!
Oh man, I can't do this. I don't know what's got to change between now and next game, but a lot.
Brother, a lot has to change.
Mateus Nunes has just gone to Wolves, can't get him. Pedro Neto looks like he might be going.
Cal, give over, bro. The transfer window, give over, bro. Give over.
Man, why are you thinking about transfers? Remember, I'm gonna be real though. It's not about transfers. Remember when Klopp says we got to find internal solutions. That's his favorite phrase. Have you not heard it? Man said we're gonna need to find internal solutions. That's what he always says when there's a crisis.
What he means is man needs to find a new dealer. This budget ain't strong enough.
I said I need to find internal solutions, He says this all the time. Am I lying, people? That's what Klopp always says.
Let's help these super chats and then do player rate. I think the player rate is going to be very short tonight. I've got to be honest.
Hey, wait, just wait. Yeah.
Playing Enthusiast X says, this is how Wenger era ended. Top 4 for FSG is good. It's facts.
I can't do this,
AM says, Klopp, FSG, Milner, Henderson can all... Oh, I can't say that, AM. I'm not supporting this football club anymore. This is a final straw. Nah, AM, that's reactionary. We stick by the team no matter what, man. Come on now. Shaq says, I'm so peed off. Something's got to change. I agree, Shaq.
Yeah, agreed.
Omar says, Klopp and FSG equally at fault. Season done for me. They are. They're both in bed.
Someone just said, who's more washed up, us or Anthony Joshua?
I'm not. I'm 18 stones. I'm heavy. I'm 18 stone. I'm heavy.
Ask Carlos.
Erwin says, anybody see Trent for the first goal we conceded? Yeah. Been happening to you regularly. Ben says, Salah, please take those highlights off your hair. You're too grown for that. And you ain't been the same. Salah scored today, and Salah pretty much was getting triple team the whole game.
Salah scored.
But Sadio Mane is badly being missed. He was always going to be missed. Bassett says Trent gets rattled. VVD don't engage. Fab's legs are gone. I think there's going to be an argument. I'm going to say this. There could be an argument to say Virgil's legs are starting to go. When does he get a rest?
Yeah, for real. And they would all have to get injured now, innit, as well, innit?
Fire the first Z. Firmino has been dead for pre-COVID. Let's be real. Right. Ahmed says Sadio Mane. Imagine if Salah didn't sign too. Woof. Jamrock says, do you think generational talks got to Trent's head? It seems like it. Either that or the coaches have just said to him, you've got a free role, even though you're right back. Alex says, guys, can we talk about how bad Van Dijk's been for a while now? Matip badly missed. Our players so dated and predictable. Brexit midfield and Mane. Yeah. Virgil's legs might be going. He doesn't get a break.
They might be. Yeah, they might
doesn't get a break.
Honestly,
apparently he's not allowed to get a rest. He has to play every single game he's available. PR says, don't forget Ox's false 9. VVD needs to be brought down a level. The guy's too cocky. This model doesn't give us a chance to make mistakes. Facts. H says, team is simply past it. Trent, Virgil, lazy. Bobby, Hendo, Robbo, Flacco, Millie legs gone. Hendo, Ox, Curtis, Thiago, Jota, injury prone. Massively need a revamp.
There's the bag at players that get injured, you know. That's scary, bro. Boy.
Shout out to Mr. Wilson 82, just become a member of ours. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoy the content that is come out already, and that's going to be coming out. This is what FM feels like Liverpool at the moment, isn't it, Drift? Chris says Pierce said he was just left out, no injury regarding Naby.
Oh, really? Oh, who would have guessed? Not me.
Gone. Naby's gone.
When I
Troy
talk about
says,
Naby, people might want to listen.
Diaz FC and Mo 3-teamed all game. Shake my head. Several issues, but the midfield is a big one. And what's the point of midfield not taking chance in the box when they don't stop anything or help the defense? A joke. Mr. Dare I say Drift says apparently he's fighting the grass again. Pete Al said Naby's injury list is longer than his GA list.
People, no, do you know what I will say though?
That
He's
might
not
even be a
injured.
fact.
He's not injured at the moment,
bro.
Well, if he's not injured, what are we doing?
Ask
That means he's not. That means
these man got Stormzy on the TV for Man United, representing Man
Ask
United.
LFC, bro, what he's doing. I know what he's doing.
Pete Gypsy says this was evident from the last 3 finals we played. No dynamism in midfield, no replacements. This looks already like a long season ahead. Imagine going for Schumann and being content with Milner. Oh boy.
Schumann.
Mr. Trent's HD says Klopp came out and said he's happy with the squad. Who's to be held accountable for our midfield? FSG or Klopp? Now loyalty to Hendo and Millie equals a sack. No, definitely no sack talk yet. Chris says Cal said it again. Couldn't hear from Cali, brother. Respect completely. I agree. I've been said it. We need 3 midfielders. We do.
Need 8.
Zoteng says, did you say we need 8 centre midfielders?
Yep. Start again. Start again. Rip it up and start again. There's no harm in that. Start again.
Said do a draft, yeah. Zoteng says, your thought you can move to a man with Brexit, Stoke midfield, Milner, Hendo, and Elliott. Behave. Disrespected Mane for Salah. No one disrespected Mane for Salah. Come on, can we drop that narrative, please? James says the team needs to help with new blood in midfield.
Imagine that we've given Man United life. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
Klopp said we've got new blood in midfield. Elliott and Carvalho.
He did actually, yeah.
Do you know what? You lot might have to miss me out for a good month or so, you know.
Nah, brother. If I'm going down and Matt's going down, you're coming down.
Man might have to miss me out for a good month. When you just said that, Cal, do you know what that said to me?
That was like my girlfriend brother. I'll just switch on your webcam, brother.
Do you know what someone just said?
That was like my missus turning around and saying to me, "Your present is my presence." That's basically what you just said, bro.
Drift, you know what someone just said?
That's some Ibrahimovic talk, bro. Now what? I don't even deserve a cup of tea and a breakfast. Is that what I'm saying? My presence is enough. I walk in the room, that's your present.
I'm done. Do you know what someone just said? Naby Keita got injured on the airplane due to the air conditioning.
Well, it was too cold.
Command says that intensity book is the worst thing that's happened to the club in recent times. I'm sure the word no is missing off the title. Shout out to Nigel for your super chat. Thank you, Nigel. Sultan says, this Ramsey brother, what's going on with him? I see his Instagram. He's chilling in London. Anyone know what the injury is? Man United. You know, I'm embarrassed. No one knows what the injury is, but apparently we knew about the injury before we signed him. But it was just the problem was worse than we thought.
He was cheap. That's why we bought him. You ever gone in the shop and you didn't want a muffin, but they're on sale and you bought one? That's what we did.
Yeah. Cam says Dortmund with Klopp after 4 or 5 seasons, deja vu.
Only time will tell us, if I'm honest.
Yeah, VVD taking himself out of the best defenders in Prem history debate. He was on that trajectory, but the Chelsea defender in Rio did it in 10 years plus. They weren't played every single game that was available to man, though. Them man got rotated. You know when when games weren't you know when you didn't have to win games and the games didn't matter, but the manager would go, oh, you can sit this one out, Rio. No, Virgil has to play those games. He's got to play 1,000 games consecutively under the manager's eyes.
Yeah. Plus, I think a lot of people need to realize the scrutiny that players are under these days because of fan channels, social media. Do you know how many dead-ass games Rio and Terry would have had, but nobody would have thought about it because life was different back then? You got to put things in context. You have to put things in context.
Sultan, from nearly winning the quad to this is unacceptable. From having the second best squad to having just Fab and Fabio on the bench, not confident next game. Boy, Jamrock, did Dortmund players tune out Klopp last season as well? Who knows, bruv. Maven says he needs to start wearing his bifocals again. Saying the laser eye surgery's worn off, people are saying. Ashish says team look drunk. Trent lazy spamming crosses. Robbo awful. VVD doesn't engage players now. Klopp stubborn. I don't know who I miss more, Jota or Mane. Both. David says, you lot remember Klopp's final season at Dortmund? It's looking very similar now. Players just look exhausted and not up for it. Fat Santa says, nothing pees me off more than seeing Trent wander into midfield and stand there doing nothing. No idea why he doesn't overlap to whip balls in and help Salah. I've been saying this for months.
Help Salah.
Playing Enthusiast X says, we just let the team in witness protection smoke us. Yeah. We left the key under the mat.
There was no mat, Cal. The key was just there.
The mat see-through. The mat see-through. We left the key there. Rory says, can't lie, this is how these players are coming into the season. Then we need to change our expectations. Nowhere near good enough changes needed. True. Promo says, I've seen better managing from you, man, on FM. I can't actually say that at the moment still. Neither can Drift. Only Matt can at the moment. If you know, you know. Code Command says, is this the end of the golden era? 1 league in 7 years. Klopp is a builder, not a ruthless winner. Yeah, that's not all on Klopp though. Owners take a percentage of that. Owners take a big percentage of that. I'm not just talking about this summer. I'm talking about previous summers. Dado 1 says Klopp was the judge that gave AJ the fight 115 113. Oh boy. Klopp, Pep Linders, FSG all need to be questioned. Yep.
You know what? I do want to know what part of Gomez was playing finger aside for that second goal. That looked hella dodgy, bro. Them squiggly lines again, but we move.
Nisa says, hey lads, been a while. You fearing or reckon this season is playing out like Klopp's last season at Dortmund? Hopefully not. Hope all is well, lads. Big up to yourself, Nisa.
Big up Nisa, man.
I hope it's not. Beretta 93, thanks for becoming a member.
Big up.
Zoeb says we didn't create many chances, predictable FC.
Agreed. No, agreed. That's the more worrying bit.
Ask Pep Linders what the fuck we're doing in training.
Yeah. Troy M says another issue. Wait until the end of the window for a midfielder. Lets teams know how desperate we are. Desperation is expensive. Poor planning.
Agreed.
We're not buying anyone, guys. Yeah. Please don't anybody waste any of their energy thinking in the next 6 or 7 days.
Hendo's, you're right. I actually agree. Hendo's going to be at 8 this season. Bishetic is going to be Fabinho's backup.
100%, bro. And we'll probably bring Muzalowski in and just have him on the bench doing up like bench warming or whatever it is.
Craig Roberts says, are we the most one-dimensional team in the league?
We're close to.
Jamrock says, after the 21 season, I said we needed 2 centre midfielders and 1 this year. You did. Beretta says, Aspria and Barella now. Bell, Bellingham, right back, right wing, and centre back next.
We're not getting Bellingham if we finish 5th.
I feel sorry for Griezmann. It's going to be a long show.
Oh yeah,
big up Grizz.
He's on the thing, innit? He's on the
big 6.
You Lizard 09 says, please stop mentioning Mane. We've played 2 games. I mean, it's easy to mention them. Yeah, shout out to Aaron with your laughing emojis.
You know what? People could say that it's like an agenda thing or whatever if they want, but I genuinely believe this does have a massive point of Mane leaving. I'm not saying it's the reason we're losing, but it plays a massive role in it. I said we were definitely going to. People were underplaying Mane leaving. I said it. People were underplaying Mane leaving, man.
Doogie says, I stayed up to 7 a.m. for this. We're so predictable. Next transfer window, the cafeteria lady releasing a book and doing a world tour. Big up Kopish. Big up Doogie.
There you go, bro. What's she talking about?
TSF
Cake and
says,
custard, yeah.
no one's talking about the high line. It's the reason we keep conceding. We don't have a style anymore either. Where's the evolution? Milner starts. I don't know, bro. Mr. Darsaitri says, if grass beater leaves, Klopp says pathetic, Klopp out. Boy. Jamrock says, I asked that question, Cal, but Klopp is yelling at a lot of the players from the sidelines because they're not following instruction at time during the games.
Well, then if they're not following instructions, stop fucking playing them.
Or are the instructions off? Are the instructor, these man hearing the instructions and going, what the hell is he screaming that for?
I don't care if your name's Trent Alexander or Virgil van Dijk. If you're not listening to what you're being told to do, then get off.
But to be fair,
who's he hooking Trent for, Drew?
I was gonna say
the way Trent played today, I could have been at right back, bro.
Do you know what I feel like? And I could be.
It don't make no difference, man.
Here's what I'm gonna say, people.
Sorry, man. Let me just get through the rest of the supers and I'll let you.
Yeah. Cool.
Midfield is non-existent defensively, predictable attacking wise. Pass to lazy Trent for the Hollywood ball. System been dead for time. Legs are gone.
Facts.
Alex says, completely off topic. So funny when Cal stutters in the Kop-Ish intro. Howard, girl. And he forgets who he is. I'm with legends, guys. Do you know what? It's weird. We spoke about this the other day, innit, Matt?
No, it was
I
me.
didn't actually stutter. I was thinking to myself, am I going to call him just Howard or Howard Girl? But then
You were. But you know, so it's been a while now, so I don't even. It's not there. But when I look back, I see you you did the whole Howard Girl.
He's a big man to me. I wanted to be respectful.
Yeah. That's calm, bro. It's calm. You're a legend, bro.
Johnny HD. Naby's still out for real. Imagine Gerrard missing a game back in the day because he was ill. Man up and get on the pitch. He's not ill.
He's not ill, fam. People need to just understand he's not ill, bro.
Math says Virgil doing force field defending.
Wait till we get to Virgil. You might have been a floor, blood.
Is Jones really injury prone or is he just crap?
At this point, I don't know what the fuck.
He's injured, bro.
Yeah. Daniel says VVD been sleeping lately. This season is a wrap unless we sign at least a midfielder and right back to challenge Trent and a winger. Cheers from LA. Bless you, Daniel. Plano Boy says, guys, I'm sorry, but Klopp is just good at building teams, but not hungry for sustainable success. Time for change. Hashtag Klopp out. I disagree with that. What I will say is Klopp isn't demonstrating that he is ruthless enough when it comes to evolving the team. Like the amount of players that are leaving on a free and have left on a free. Like, I hate to do this and go back. Sturridge should have been sold a year earlier if we were just going to let his contract run out. Lallana let his contract run out, couldn't replace him. Like we're gonna have it now with Ox and Firmino and
Chan. Remember Chan? Didn't Chan leave on a free?
Chan, to be honest, I can't really get mad at because Chan's basically didn't want to compete with Naby for his position.
I hear that. But
Emre Can stayed, he'd have probably been a main starter in this midfield.
I was gonna say, but John is though. But like you said, it's the
Cal Chalmers would have been doing up centre back, right back. He would have got bare game time if he'd stayed, bro.
But Chan didn't bet on himself. Chan didn't bet on himself.
You know what? He's a little bit of an idiot because he's gone Dortmund and played right back and centre back, and he didn't want to be at Liverpool doing that.
Yeah. He's never been playing centre mid.
Yeah,
bro.
make it make sense, bro. You know what I mean?
Liverpool 12th man says our press is concerning. By the way, Bruno is a punk. Yeah.
Don't get me started on Bruno.
Facts, bro.
Daniel says, I thought we'd play like Goku and Vegeta.
But we're playing like Yamcha and I can't even pronounce. I can't.
Yapsu.
I go, but now he's talking
about. Peterson says, now I hope Darwin understand how he let us down.
Yeah.
We were playing like flipping. What's my man who dashes out the senzu beans? My mind is boggled at the moment.
Oh, what?
Krillin.
No, not you got Krillin.
We're playing like Krillin, bro. And Piccolo, after he realized he weren't a bad man, not the bad man Piccolo, the one who just used to stand and comment.
I'm not gonna lie, Piccolo realized he went a bad man real quick because when them saying roll down to earth, he realized he had no place in the fight.
Remember when he just used to commentate?
Yeah, fact.
Krillin, stay here. That's them
ones there.
Yeah, that Piccolo, bro.
United second goal on. Don't understand. Someone explain. Yeah, it did look a bit sus.
Yeah, it looked but you know what they do with them wiggly lines, man. We know what we do, man.
Should we move on to
Wait.
player rate? Oh, sorry, Matt, you wanted to say something. I'll cut you and I'll
Yeah,
do the
it was
super
just
chat.
quickly. It's just about the tactics. We were talking about like how like maybe the tactics are wrong, and Jiff was like make sure they follow the instructions or whatever. Like Trent, for example. But what I was gonna say is this year, all jokes aside, and you man try not to laugh when I say this, yeah. If the assistant managers released a book about how we've played, he's saying that with confidence, saying that they're going to be tweaking something for this season. So whatever we're trying to do that's a little bit different ain't working. So it's like, bro, you shot yourself in the foot because you've gone and told everyone how we play, but you've gone and also said it with chest, like, but that's fine. They know how we play, but we've made adjustments. Well, bro, here's the joke. The adjustments look like they don't even work because the players look like they're reverting back to it, almost like reverting back to tight, but they're not. They look like they don't understand what they're doing. So even though Trent Alexander-Arnold is playing like absolute garbage, yeah, like you said, Cal, maybe there's something that he's been told. Because, bro, let's be real. We saw a little bit of it last season, but normally Trent would give the overlap. Normally.
Yeah.
But the
Sorry
more
to
and
cut you
more
again, Matt. I'm gonna put myself on mute and listen to Klopp's.
yeah, cool. Then you can give us yeah. So yeah,
I
that's
don't
fine.
even know
That's
if I want
fine.
to listen to it, but
You know what? While Cal's doing that, let me just say something quick before I forget, Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I need someone to explain to me. And again, I'm not saying that the people behind the scenes don't deserve credit because they do deserve credit if things are going well. But somebody needs to explain to me why the only number 2 in the history of the world that's ever wrote a book is ours. Like, what actually was necessary for man to write a book? I'm not even blaming the book. I'm not blaming everything on Pep Linders or whatever. But what I need somebody to explain to me is what was the point in that book? What is going? So that's what man was doing during the summer rather than preparing for the season. Making sure there was enough hardback copies and seeing how many digital copies man could put out there. Like everything about what we've been doing for preparation for the season just feels wrong for me. We haven't been buying the players that we need. We haven't been clearly training. And if I'm being completely honest with you, Pep Linders is in charge of training. What are the tactics during training? Because to me, we have got one of the worst game plans based on the last 3 games in history.
Yeah.
Like, what is the game plan?
I don't know. Do you know when you kind of
we look like a bunch of men who just turn up at the park and go, whose ball is that? Can we join in? You remember them days, bro? That's what it looks like, bro. And every time somebody new comes, you go, do you want to join in, bro? Yeah. All right, take your top off. We're skins. That's what it feels like, bro. Man don't know him from Adam. Man has no idea how good he is. Man don't even know where he's from, bro. Man just say, yeah, come on, let's just play. And we're just at the park, just a bag of man who don't know each other.
Man said it's just a rant. Man said it's just a
random
random
and Trent is definitely playing like that man who thinks he's a bad man and comes to the park and just don't want to run.
But can I ask you this, though? Do you think it's more Trent or do you think it's more Trent kind of rebelling because the tactics are just... Because here's the thing, Drift. Last season, when we scored a bag of goals and we obviously was in the run for the quadruple, yeah, there were times when we would spam, but we would spam because we maybe ran out of ideas and it wasn't working. But we didn't spam at the start of a game. We'd have like a game plan. And I'm wondering now whether, all jokes aside, we've actually done too much in terms of, like, I'm being genuine when I say this, people, like releasing the whole book and telling everyone how we play, we do X, Y, and Z. But then now you're looking at it going, well, teams know how to go up against you now. You're saying you've made tweaks, but these tweaks don't look like they've made any difference. And in fact, you look like you've regressed us because now you've done it for the sake of it because you gave away too much. That's what it almost looks like to me. You see our attacking patterns of play. Me personally, I don't see them. You know, like last season, you can kind of see like patterns of play. For example, you knew when Thiago had the ball, Trent would go out wide, Salah might make that inside run, or if Virgil had the ball, Salah goes outside to in, or Mane might even do the false nine thing where he drops deep and then Diaz goes in. It's weird. I don't see patterns of play. And I don't know whether it's because the players are injured and these players haven't played together, like you said, Drift, or whether, all jokes aside, like, man just gave away all the answers in the book. Drift, do you remember Back to the Future 2 where Marty McFly went and got the book? Remember?
Was it the almanac or what was it called again?
Whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to remember when the man got a book of Biff. Yeah, sorry, that's the book right there. Man said every manager went into the future and got this book. Everyone knows what we're about to do. Bro, I can't lie.
Yeah,
So,
but
Joe,
you
can
know
you bring
what?
it up again? So, can you bring this up one more time? I need to just double check something that I'm not. Bro, the man even called it intensity. Our identity at the No, I'm not gonna lie. Our identity, bro. Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
And you know
Man
what? You know what the biggest irony out of the whole thing is? Where's the
Yeah.
Ross Clark intensity? Because I ain't seen no intensity for 3 games.
That's
so
it. The
where is
Alamac.
the
It was called the
intensity, bro?
Alamac. It was called the. Remember the Alamac?
Yeah.
Fam.
Yeah, no, the almanac. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Ain't
Yeah,
that what I
yeah,
said?
the Alamac
Yeah,
thing,
the
or whatever it's
almanac.
called.
Yeah, bro.
Bruv, Pep Linders is called at the bottom. It says our identities. He's giving away like. I don't know, man. I just find it a bit weird. I find it a bit weird. Liverpool struggling how to put 5 passes together.
The
and
only
look good.
fucking intensity is how much these men are pushing the book on us. That's the only intensity, bro.
Mad.
Because there's no intensity right now. If you actually tried to tell me that Liverpool have played with any intensity in the first 3 games, other than 20 minutes of the Crystal Palace game at the beginning, I would ask you where this intensity is supposed to be coming from. We haven't played with any intensity. We got outpassed and outran by Man United today. Do you know how fucking embarrassing that is?
Do you know the bit that actually like baffles me more than anything? Is that in the games that we've played, we do like, especially today, for example, like the 3rd game where you think, okay, you know, you surely got to play it at your optimal level. Now you've had 2 games now. There's no excuses. We didn't really look like we was going to score. It didn't look like we were dominating the game and carving them open. We might have had more possession, but it didn't look like we were like looking dangerous. That's
guys,
scary.
read Troy M's comment. Oh my days! I'm not gonna look. Let's go through these last couple.
These guys, if you're watching, do smash the like button. Over 2,000 of you in here, so please do.
Yeah. Please smash that.
Can we get up to? Look, let's be honest. Can we get up to 1,700 likes, please, guys? Well, it takes a second to hit that button, and then you can scroll back into the live
This is a
chat.
therapy session for each and every Liverpool fan. We're just discussing openly. We're trying not to be overreactive. We're just trying to just talk about like.
Come on, guys. We've only got 530 likes. Come on, guys.
Yeah, can we get up to 1,000 first, and then let's get up to 1,700 as well, again, guys. I can't say anything too outlandish, to be fair. Just
waffling again, yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Should we do player ratings?
Yeah, we might as well. Well, I was gonna say, let's get through those supers that we've got piled up in case they get too much.
Oh man,
Daniel says VVD been sleeping lately. This season is a wrap unless we sign a midfielder right back to challenge Trent and a wing. I read that one. Hedy says the amount of doubt around Klopp being thrown around is worrying. Any suggestions he's the issue will be laughable looking back on if he leaves. Hopefully we never find out, bro. H says if anyone needs a cheer up, check 2021 Fulham at home preview for the segment on the Sunday League quotes. Small get out from this crap. And that was an elite show still. Dean says I still have faith though. City started like this last season and still won. I'm sure we will turn it around. We just need Klopp to look at himself first.
Right, Dean, hella optimism. Don't know where you're getting it from though.
Mohit says we concede the same goals all season and still do nothing to change it. Bobby starts and feels like we play him without a striker, midfield non-existent. Yeah, agreed. I started to feel Bobby would have been better in midfield today than playing.
He would have. I've been saying
it. I said ball progression.
Mr. Sinclair said Klopp. Then there is also another factor. I'm not in charge of what we can spend. That's the situation, and that's the situation we get. things told. We get things told, then we deal with that. Yeah.
Is that? But that's him blatantly saying that the owners don't back me though.
But again, Drift, I'm going to ask you, why are we so quick to say what he said there is what he feels, but all
Because
the
there's
other
proof, Cal. We've got
Is
years
it?
of proof of FSG not doing what they're supposed to do.
Or
So
is this
there's
him now
proof, bro.
saying? Or is this him now saying this? All right. So here's the thing: if I'm the owners and Klopp saying the only player I want is Bellingham, but yet Ward and the rest of them boys are saying, guys, we can get this player or that player as well, and he's saying no, it's just Bellingham.
No,
What
but we've got no. But there's no proof that that's what he said, though.
No,
Like,
but
there's no proof that.
No,
that's what
Drift. He said it has to be for the right player. He mentions
This
that
can't
it's
be
got to be
real.
for the right player.
Yeah, but bro, as I said before, I think he says what he knows is politically correct, so that he doesn't look like he's
No,
calling his
but
team.
Drift,
out.
this is what I'm saying, Drift. We can't say he says one thing and jump on that, and then when he says other stuff, we ignore it or make excuses for it. And if that is the case, if he's lying to us, then he's been a yes man for the owners. Then I don't.
Yeah,
Klopp
want
just
that.
said, Klopp just said,
every
I'm
owner is
concerned
a
about our
yes.
situation.
Every manager is a yes man if they don't, if there's a harmonious scene behind the scenes, so they don't want it to make it look like we're airing our dirty laundry. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's airing it now. Then
Well,
And
maybe
again,
maybe,
it's not. This is the same, and again, this is the same situation he's had since he's been at the club. So why haven't anything changed? It's on the owners and him. It's not just one or the other now. It's on both of them.
I'm not saying he doesn't hold any responsibility, but when it comes to transfers, I do believe that FSG make him scrimp and save and deal with what he's got, and he's doing it. That's why him and Wenger is a very good comparison, because Wenger really did protect the board for such a long time and take all the heat. So, our
Someone
owners are
says,
just
thank
on
God
some
we're not
joke.
playing City or Arsenal soon.
That
Well,
fact will
Bournemouth
get
think,
smoked.
if you think Bournemouth is going to be an easy game, then we're
I
sadly
think
mistaken.
don't disrespect Bournemouth. I beg. Don't
Yeah.
disrespect Bournemouth.
Math says, guys, please stop this. Walker and Pep done seminars on Sky on how they play out from the back in 2019. They tell you and show you. This is shook talk. That was 2019. Man City don't play the same as they did in 2019. This book got released a couple weeks ago. Couple weeks. Rahul says, Klopp said we had lots of good performances today.
Klopp's an intelligent man. He's just gassing. He's 100% just gassing.
So why can't we take that as, bruv, if you just watch his press, his post-match, he seemed to believe everything he said, Drift.
Well, if that's the case, he's got dementia then.
Guy Fawkes says, read the quote at the top. What quote?
Oh,
at the top?
of the book. Yeah.
Oh.
It says, the quote actually says, we do things our own way. People who read this will feel an even greater connection to our team. Yeah, like the opposition, yeah?
Who does this guy think he is? I'm sorry. Who does he think he is?
Bruv, I've got no idea, bruv. The delusions of grandeur are
Man-
unbelievable,
Man
bruv.
said it for more connected. What?
Do you know what it is?
What is
We
he?
wanna-
He's now the bridge between the club and the fans. Is that what he's saying?
Man
Bruv,
said
I
he's
don't
cerebro,
know,
fam.
bruv.
Man's bringing everyone together. He's
I
cerebro.
don't know, bruv. You know what it is? It's like after we won the Champions League, man's just feeling himself, bruv.
Man
I
said
don't
he's
know, bruv.
cerebro. And Klopp is Xavier. Man said he's cerebro. He brings everyone together. The connection,
sorry.
you know? That's
Klopp
mad.
on Naby Keita, out of nothing, he fell. Crazy.
He's,
That
he's
can't
got to be
real.
honest.
That can't be real. That can't be
I'm
real.
done. Nah, that can't be real.
That
Man
can't
said
be
he
real.
out of nothing he fell crazy.
No, that can't be real. No.
I think someone's made that up. That can't be real.
Nah,
I hope that's been made up. TSF
What do you mean
says
he
kept cashing in.
fell?
That's why he didn't leave first. Yeah, Guardiola's doing the smart thing. If he knows we can't catch him, no one else can. So why not?
Right,
stick
if
around
Naby
and
did
just-
fell, I'm not
just
gonna
bump
lie.
up?
VVD's aura was a part of that. I ain't gonna front. That aura is mad. Look at the aura.
All right, let's do it then, guys. Let's.
Do you know though?
rip off-
Sorry, I've just got to quickly. You know when you just have a bone to pick with somebody, like in terms of like it doesn't matter, like sunny side up. Just quickly, man said, imagine blaming blaming Linders when our players are the ones on the pitch. But who's been
Coach,
training them all week? Who's been giving them the instructions?
Yeah,
Who's been
true.
putting the tactics out? Like the number two when you see if you're like if you've got an Arteta or you've got a Guardiola where your manager is the coach and he's called a head coach. He takes a lot of the flack for things like the patterns of play and the build-up. But when you've got like a Alex Ferguson or a Klopp who is an actual manager and has people who actually take training, those people need to be held accountable when we look as clueless as we did today. So Pep Linders and the other coaching staff need to answer for today. What was those tactics? What was that all about? There was no game plan. There was no tactics. There was nothing there that showed me we'd had a whole week to prepare for that game. None. So Pep Linders 100% needs to take some responsibility for that performance. 100%. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So, yeah, anyway, go on, Cal.
Tete says, big up, boys. The issue we have is FSG won't spend. Klopp is stubborn and too much of the company, man. Players are tired and injured. Overachievement has papered over the cracks. Nothing is changing.
It is.
All right.
Well, he really said that Naby just fell.
Bruv, I just can't.
What, you mean like how you talk about your granddad if he falls over in the kitchen?
Bruv, man just said... Man said he... I can't. Bruv, you know one of them ones where you have to laugh because
That
you're
can't
so
be true.
mad.
It can't
Bruv,
be true. I
I swear
refuse to
to you.
believe that's true.
Bruv, Klopp said... Where is it? I lost because people were tagging me in it saying it's not fake. Klopp said, out of nothing, he fell crazy. That's what Klopp said, apparently. He just said, out of nothing, he said, out of nothing, he fell crazy. You know how Klopp does that?
Jamrock saying it's not true. Jamrock saying it's not true.
That sounds like a quote from a Marvel movie.
I feel like it's not true as well. I don't think it's true. Even though Klopp's saying that, I think something's happened. You mean out of nothing he fell crazy? Come on, man.
All right, let's start with
Klopp,
you.
Naby's gone. Remember, I said this to people. He ain't signing a new deal. But anyway, it's not about him. Let's just move on. I can't be bothered.
Allison.
6.
Boy.
You say 6? Bro, without Allison today, I think that could have been a lot worse, bro.
I don't think Allison did anything wrong, but
no.
Drift,
he made them kind of saves there. Remember, he made the one where he pushed it over the bottom. Remember the Ericsson one, and then there was another one.
That was
7.5.
It's could be a massacre, bro.
I was gonna say
they weren't peppering us. It wasn't like he was like
constantly the one where Marshall ran through at the end, bro. If it wasn't for Ali getting a touch,
I say 7.5 for Ali. You know, Ali done good.
No, I forgot about that. I forgot about the Ericsson save. All right, give him a 7.5 then.
I think Ali might got, bruv. He might have got 8 tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
I know he was the only player on the pitch that wasn't bad,
but he saved us about 3 times, and we still lost the game.
All right, give him an 8 then.
Give him an 8 for real. I said 7.5, but no,
he don't deserve to be in and amongst the purples and greys.
I tell you what, it's all downhill from here, boy.
Yeah. Trent
0.
I give Trent a 3.
Is it Christmas?
What am I giving Trent?
I didn't know Trent was born in August. Is it his birthday?
No, I'm not gonna lie. Trent fellas, I'm not. They're
fucking shocking. 0.
He gets a. Do you know what? He gets a 2. He gets a 2. He was shocking, bro. The only reason I'm not giving him 0 because man actually was fit. You know, like that. Man actually stand up.
Yeah. You know, like how they give. You know, like when you
like
give you
default.
You know, like if you spell your name correctly in the SATs, you get points in it. That's it.
Must have the SATs.
But the thing is, actually, he didn't even spell his name right because he didn't even put Trent Alexander. He put Young Hove.
Gomez
0.
He was looking hella shaky, bro.
Gomez gets a 3 from me as well.
I don't think he was as bad as Trent. I think he gets like a 4.
Do you remember the tackle on Bruno where Bruno managed to get through to him for a Langer?
Everybody born in August, or is it Christmas in the summertime? I don't know what's going on with these presents right now.
Oh, you man are doing. Yeah, all right. No, I'm not even gonna complain. I'm just trying to make sure the man them aren't. No, they're in the mud. Wait till we get to VVD though.
I was gonna say Virgil's next.
Oh, is he next? Wait. Is Virgil next? Actually, you must speak on him first, and I'll just go on.
I'm not going to speak on him 0.
I'll give him to be honest, him and Gomez were just as bad as each other. I'll give them a 3.
Bro, listen, man. You see the VVD thing? Now I've got one more to share you, man. One more. The VVD thing is mad, you know. When I say it's mad, it's mad.
That's actually so accurate.
Yeah.
It's not even off. It is so accurate, bro.
Fam, there's more, yeah, but obviously, listen, we love VVD in it. It's all jokes and banter, but I have to be. Let me keep it a buck because I think Drifty got it in the neck when he said like, "Oh, VVD was just doing this whole aura thing and rare tear." And at the time, me and Kyle was like, he does it every now and again. But if I'm being honest, and I can't speak for Kyle, I can't speak for myself, but the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I've seen it, and like. I still think on form when he's at his best, he's the best in the world. But as things stand, even from the Champions League final, like we're talking like Konate was the best player, best defender. There are times when like he can do this whole I'm just gonna wait and play percentages. And if I'm being honest, all jokes aside, that's just a percentage thing. He's just hoping that whoever shoots, he can block it. But bro, don't be silly. You're a defender. That's why Milner had to go at him. So all jokes aside, I can't lie to you. VVD was really poor today, like really, really poor. And it's one of his worst games he's had, arguably, since obviously he's come back from that injury. But one thing I have to say, though, is that he's had an ACL injury. And Cal, you alluded to a point where maybe the legs are starting to go a little bit. And that's, do you know what I mean? So what are we giving VVD?
Yeah, after what you guys have both said, I've changed mine to a 2.
I think VVD gets a 2, fam. What are you saying, Drift? 0. Well, man couldn't even spell his own name. Man just typed in aura.
Is he in the awful 2 or poor 2 though?
Makes no difference, bro.
No, it does. For the F stage.
Do you want someone to slap your left cheek or your right cheek? What's the difference?
Pause.
No one to do that still.
In it.
I'm talking about on the face.
Yeah, but you didn't clarify.
You didn't. We need clarification, just like Jurgen, bro. We need that clarification, bro.
No, I don't want no one clapping. I want no one clapping my cheeks.
Then
bro.
Again, to be fair to Drift, remember Bad Boys? Left cheek, left cheek, left cheek.
Yeah,
Everyone knows that scene from Bad Boys. What I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do not want anyone.
You lot's mind is in the gutter.
No, Drift. I just don't want to get. I don't want to get.
Big up to Sander 7. I see you, bro. You got the YouTube channel with the eFootball and that, 2 Sander. Is that you? Because I think I saw a video of yours the other day, bro. Big up yourself if that's you, brother. Man called him Van Disney, you know. But no, big up yourself, 2 Sander. Because I know he's a Liverpool fan. If that's the right 2 Sander. Man said he's just doing up aura, you know.
Oh man.
Robbo.
3.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah, 3 for a bit of swagger with a thing on his hand, the casting for the bit of swagger still. Man thought it was MJ. You know, like
Hendo.
4.
Yeah, do you know what I will say though? I think Henderson was unlucky to get taken off of Fabinho, if I'm being genuinely honest. I think it should have been.
The only actual mistake he made led to a goal, which is why it's unfortunate.
Yeah, he made a mistake, but I feel like it probably should have been Milner first. I'm not trying to say he shouldn't have come off, but it should have been Milner first before Henderson, bro.
Couldn't Matt.
Why?
Hendo and Fabinho can't play left centre midfield, and Klopp won't change the system.
I'll say a 4 for Hendo.
I just thought it was a little bit unlucky, but yeah, I agree with you. 4, 5. I think it was a bit unlucky though to be taken off before. Yeah,
Milner.
5.
Yeah,
I agree with that. He tried, didn't it? He's a tryhard.
It's a 4 for Milner.
No, but bro,
hold on, Matt. Let me just cut you. I know what's going to be used here. His age and
his desire.
No. It wasn't just desire, that. Bro. He was doing a lot more than most people on the pitch.
He was running around more, but it wasn't productive.
It was in the first half.
But he wasn't drift. We
No,
got
but
nothing
can I
from
be
him.
honest, guys? If we're giving Milner a 5, Henderson a 4, we're not really saying they're both good. It's just that one was just ever so
Yeah.
slightly.
But
This
what's
is
he done
average
to
and
just-
poor. Like,
What has
do you
he
know
done
what I
to
mean?
justify getting a 5 though?
Who,
Well, for
Milner?
a start, I think Milner was the only one who was actually playing
He
with
was
any
trying
kind
to
of
be a little
intensity.
bit progressive, if I'm being honest.
Do you know what I
though.
mean? Like
He's-
he was playing with intensity at least, Carl. Like how many players in the picture there look like they gave
But
a
his
shit? At
legs
least
have
Milner
gone,
looked
they
like he
were
gave a
shot.
shit.
Okay, but was his passing good today?
No.
Some of it was. It wasn't
No,
all bad.
no,
no.
not some drift. When I say
No,
someone's
no.
passing good, it's this a 90-something% accuracy. Was his
Mm.
tackling good today?
I'm not gonna. I said 5. It's not like I'm trying to argue, man.
No,
No,
but-
he's got. Do you know what it
Game,
is?
man.
I'm not really bothered, but if we want to be like,
We have to be fair. We're judging
Yeah.
Milner based because of his age, but I'm judging him based on his performance today, regardless.
No,
of
no,
age.
I genuinely don't think Milner was an issue today.
all right,
I
if we're
think-
being
I think there
honest-
was a lot of bigger issues than
all right,
Milner.
if I'm being honest, Milner Henderson kind of going to the same thing. If I'm being genuinely honest, however, I
Fair
just
enough.
feel like him playing. I mean, it's only 3 games in. I'm about to say he played the amount of games. It's only 3 games in. The
But
legs
it's up
already
to
gone.
Matt. I've given him a 5. Cal's given him a 4. So it's on Matt now, isn't it?
Give him 4.5.
Let's get off that fence, Matt. What are you giving him?
Nah, 4. I can't lie because he ain't a fighter because he weren't average. I'm looking at the thing now. He weren't average. That's the only reason why. Because I've just got to deep what it means. went
Harvey Elliott.
See, he was better, but he weren't like he was good though.
5.
Yeah, I agree with Drift. 5. He was better, but yeah,
Am
Yeah,
I going
but
overboard giving Harvey a 6?
yeah.
Nah, no one in this team's getting a 6 other than the
Bruv,
goalkeeper.
no, it's not just that, but he was progressive, but he was average. Like he had a little bit of moments there where he could have maybe released the puck, but he weren't really good, Cal.
6
know what I
is
mean?
above average. Tell me who was above average today.
I personally believe Elliott was
Harvey
a
5.
6, but I'm not going to sit here and
Mm.
argue back and forth to get him as a 6. If it's a 5, it's a 5. But
Is it 5?
I thought Elliott
I
was,
think 5.
was the best midfielder easily today, and I think he was trying to get beyond his man. I think he was trying to make stuff happen. I think his passing was pretty sharp. I think his movement was decent. But
But it
again,
never
I'm not
came
gonna
to
say-
anything.
if you're
and we
both
didn't
saying
even have a
5, then
shot.
say again,
I
sorry.
think 5 personally.
But nothing came to anything, so it's like I can't really.
No, fair enough. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth on a 5 and a 6, especially with the performance overall.
5.
Salah.
5.
He got the goal, but again, like he didn't really do nothing. And that sounds silly, but this is
Brilliant
the
reaction. Brilliant reaction
yeah,
for the
this
goal.
is one of
Other
them
than
ones
that,
where
we weren't
this
in
is
the
the
game
most,
at
yeah, 100%. Because this is one of them ones where you go look at it and go, yes, we understand he scored the goal, but he wasn't really in the game whatsoever. Like he really wasn't in the game. He just got a goal. So I'm gonna say,
all. Who is that little youth they've got a left back? I didn't really see
Malacia,
Salah.
or is it
I didn't even see
Malacia?
Salah
Something?
take him on. I know he was getting doubled up on it.
Nah, Salah did.
but-
Salah did take when it was 1-on-1. Salah did take him on and beat
So I've
him.
done a few teams.
Did he?
Yeah, but brother, every time, but it just looked like DX versus Stone Cold, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm giving Salah a 5.
And Martinez was China.
If Salah never scored a goal, he'd be in the 4 with the rest of them. To be honest,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you take away, I know, and the thing is, I know you should, but if you take away the goal,
it was brilliant reaction for the goal.
a couple
though, but-
take-ons and that can't really, you know what? Salah get 5, and he scored 5.
I'd have given Salah 5.5 because of the goal.
Fair enough.
What are you saying, Drift?
I give him a 5. We just lost to Man United. No one deserves more than a 5. I'm
No, but we
sorry.
can't do that, Drift. We have to judge each player's.
Yeah,
like,
but bro, I don't remember anybody doing anything in that game worth any note, man. I really don't. That was one of the most
Firmino.
embarrassing games I've ever watched.
Firmino,
I don't know, man. I'm torn on this one.
he's
man.
gonna get a lot of stick because he didn't score. But what's so mad is that
I'm glad you're saying it, Matt, because I'd get called biased towards
yeah,
Firmino.
no, because what it is that even though there were times when the move broke down, but he really tried to start the move and he got things going, but then it might be like a bad pass from Milner or whatever.
Yeah.
But he actually, number, hear me out. He's not a number 9. Dare I say, even the false 9 thing, like Do you know what
He
it is?
won-
It
he
looks
won
worse
possession
than
back
what it
more
is
than our
because
midfielders.
yeah, do you know what it is? It looks worse than what it is because our midfielders and our attackers are just not on form. So it looks really, really bad. Like, oh, what's the point of him being there? Oh, he doesn't offer nothing. But if you go back and watch the game, there were flick-ons, won the ball, progressive play. Yes, he dropped back way too deep for my
Do
liking.
you remember when somebody
but
flicked the ball over to him and he just volleyed it into thin air?
Yeah,
Like, he
that,
didn't
but he didn't even.
yeah.
didn't even-
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is I used to talk about how Mane was doing brilliantly defensively, even when he wasn't doing that well going forward. And everyone told me, what the fuck's defending got to do with a winger? So I'm just trying to keep the same energy as in,
We're not
yeah,
saying
Bobby
brilliant.
did
No one
do
said
Bobby
brilliant.
did do
No
some
one
good
said brilliant.
tackling.
No one said brilliant.
Huh?
Who done
None of
brilliant?
us
Who?
have said brilliant. None of us have said brilliantly or
Oh,
any.
hell no.
But what I'm saying is everybody
one done
told me who
brilliant.
cares if Mane was helping defend? He's a winger, so I'm gonna use this say keep the same energy. Anyone who says because Bobby did do some good tackling today, but as a striker, like everyone used to tell me that I can't rate Mane on tackling when he's a winger. So I'm gonna say 4.5 for Bobby because can I rate defending for Bobby then?
Bro, we don't even have a 4.5.
Yeah, for me it's a 4. For me it's a 4.
Yeah. I was gonna say 4. Like, it goes into the
But I
poor
feel
thing,
as
but
though
I
Bro,
wasn't
I
gonna put
gave
like
him a
a.
higher rating than you look.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
wasn't gonna put him in a 2
yeah.
category now.
No,
No,
that's,
it
here's
wasn't
the
that
thing.
bad. No, he wasn't.
Bobby
that bad.
seems to be being made the scapegoat for this performance when
Yeah,
you
but
can see
Bobby
how many
did.
are
Do
in
you
that
know? Do you
category.
know what's really upsetting for me though is that Bobby's got no aura anymore. Ironically, we was talking about the whole Van Dijk thing. Bobby's aura used to be so bright, and he used to be so influential in games, and it really does upset me that he's got no.
He's not doing
aura
a hyperbolic
at all.
timetable. No
Like
more, Jim.
nobody
That's
is scared of Bobby at
So I
all.
said,
Like if you,
what's the
everyone would
difference
pick
now?
Bobby to play.
What's the difference between now and then, though, Drift? What's the difference?
Well, his
A
legs are gone,
midfield, a midfield that used to dominate games.
I don't know, bro. I don't even see him pressing anymore. I think it is he's one of the main persons I will accept if someone says legs are gone. That quote, legs are gone. Bobby don't run around even half as much as he used to.
Probably won the ball back more than most of our midfielders today. And
Yeah, but bro, today the bar was so low today, bro. It wasn't different.
No, but this is what I'm saying. There's a fundamental problem with him and the midfield. You can't have a false 9 unless you have phenomenally techie midfielders.
No, but we didn't have techie midfielders when we won the league. We
Or
just had
you have a mid. Or I change that. Then you have a midfield that could dominate a game from start to finish.
I don't even know we used to dominate. We just used to rough people up, get in
hold
their face,
on,
win
hold
the
on.
ball back.
Gini, Fabinho, and Hendo dominated midfields, bro.
What in terms of like possession and that?
Possession, physicality,
We used to work harder
running.
than everyone. I don't know
Yeah,
if we
we used to dominate, bro.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
maybe,
We did.
maybe.
No, we actually did. We
used
did.
to dominate, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
Diaz.
4.
No, surely not.
No, he was a bit more of a. I give him 5.
All right, I won't argue with 5, but I mean, I know he was our biggest threat, but nothing came to anything.
No, I hear you, bro.
Like
But
nothing came to anything. Do you know what I
today,
mean?
to be
Like,
honest.
we didn't even have a shot on target till we scored the goal. Like, come on, this is terrible. That's Man United. Man United.
I don't really want to laugh because I'm trying to like. What's the word? I'm trying to cover the pain.
Terrible
But
side.
you see, that video that we have. You know the one I'm talking about Peter come out of the rain. That's Klopp right now, you know, guys. Klopp needs to come out of the rain. I'm gonna be honest, and you know what I'm talking about when I say that.
Sorry, guys, just to put in context though, again, not making an excuse, just looking at this, and I've got to shout out to Mark A because we as fans sometimes see injuries as being unlucky, but when they happen consistently, I think you have to start looking at coaching methods, but that's for another show. Ox injured, Kelleher injured, Jones injured, Jota injured, Konate injured, Matip injured. That's
Jota
6.
injured. Did you say Jota?
Yeah, that's 6. Thiago injured,
There's one.
7.
Yeah, you're missing someone
Naby,
else. Calvin Ramsey.
8. And then Nunes.
Matip.
That's
You say
9
Matip?
first teamers unavailable right now.
Fam, we practically got a whole team out. Do you know how stupid that is?
That is mad. That
Bro,
is
we're
mad.
free.
Not
Get
gonna
do
lie.
you know, I don't even want to do the whole jinxing
Well,
thing, but I'm just
are
gonna.
we giving the is Klopp getting a blow on that? Then?
No, he's not getting a blind, but
But that is weird though.
you
How
got to
can you
look
be
at that. Like
3 games in and have
eight-
9
eight-
injuries, bro?
Well, no, it's 8 injuries, Matt, with 9 with Nunes being
Oh
suspended.
yeah. But
But
do you know how
8
you
injuries.
know how crazy that is?
Yeah, but you know what? I've got no sympathy because these men are always injury prone.
Not all of them. To be fair, not all of them, but a lot of them. You're right. Not all of them. but-
Let's keep it about. Last season was wonderful how we managed to keep everybody fit, yeah. But Matip is an injury-prone player. Fabinho's an injury-prone player. Henderson's an injury-prone player. Naby's an injury-prone player. Kate is an injury-prone player. Ox is an injury-prone
You
player.
just said Naby,
Firmino
then
was.
Kate, you know.
Oh, sorry.
Agenda.
I
Drifty
said
agenda.
Naby, then Kate. Oh.
Firmino has
gonna
become an
say Deco
injury-prone
next, bro.
player. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's keep it a buck. We know
It's true,
this
though.
about these guys.
You're not
Like,
wrong,
honestly,
though.
we know this about these guys.
You're not
They are
wrong.
all injury-prone players. Even Firmino now qualifies as an injury-prone player for the last 18 months. He's had a bag of injuries. And today it was his first game back off an injury. He probably shouldn't have played today, but we had to because we had no option, which is maybe why I should have a little bit of sympathy with him on his performance. He just came back from an injury. We know these guys are injury-prone, and we're still sticking with them.
We've let 2 of our most robust players leave, you know.
Mane
and
and
Genie.
Mane
Two of our
and Gini,
most-
the
Do
two
you know what?
brothers who never got injured ever.
Have you not heard what's happened to Genie?
No.
What? At
You know he
Rotherham?
broke his tibia, innit? He's
Oh,
out for
you're
like
right.
Lie?
yeah. No, yeah. Genie got hurt bad
Oh,
apparently in
shit.
training. He's out for about 4 to 5 months. You know,
Oh,
bad luck
man.
for him, bro.
Fucking no, man.
But
That
yeah,
is-
but
that's his
Oh.
first injury in about 7 years.
yeah. But no, he got a couple at PSG. But taking that away, he has been very robust for Liverpool. We can't deny that. And going to a different country, doing up different things and whatever, that's just unfortunate.
But a tibia
you're
is
right.
unfortunate. That's
Yeah, of course it
unfortunate.
is.
And that's
There's
obviously
and apparently it was a
impact, I'm
challenge.
guessing.
It was a challenge.
Yeah.
apparently, as well.
That's impact. If you
Yeah,
break
of
your
course,
tibia,
of
that's impact. Yeah,
But
nah,
in time,
man,
but
get
you guys
well
are right
soon,
though.
Gene, man.
We less durability, man.
Oh,
So, yeah.
bless Genie, man.
I know.
Let's move on to the subs.
Who's there? Who came off the bench? What? Carl? Actually, in fact, you know what? I'll
Simicast.
go-
Simicast.
Simicast gets a 4. Man got done as soon as he came on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simicast.
Fabinho.
He done all
4.
right.
Nah,
No, I'm giving him a
Flacco
5.
Flacco weren't poor when he came on.
Yeah, he done all right, bro. Remember when the man gave him the ball when he had to beat 3 man?
That's the only thing I remember. I'll give
No,
him a
but
5.
bro,
He
he
won a lot
steady.
of free kicks as well. Flacco did okay when he came on.
Flacco 5 and a half. I think he done all right, you know,
As long as no one goes into that 6, I'm good.
bro. No, you know what?
Carvalho.
Carvalho was
5.5.
he was a bright spot, bro.
No, because he had he was on the pitch for like 8 minutes and he had the shot that led to the goal. So I give him a 5.5.
Cool.
Because he was literally only on the pitch for like 8 minutes, so 10 minutes or whatever.
Klopp.
Can I keep it a buck? 2, and I'm being generous. You just got smoked at Old Trafford like a fish, like a haddock, like bacon.
I was gonna go over 3.
You just got smoked like bacon at Old Trafford. What was the game plan? What are you skinning teeth for?
I'm leaning more towards a 2, especially after what he says after the game when he said we deserve to win. I can't lie. Like, I don't know what game he was watching, bro. Like,
And then the
he
post-match interview as well, guys. Put that into consideration.
that's
'cause
what I
that
just
counts.
said. Like, he knows
That
the thing is
counts.
with Jurgen, yeah, he knows how good we are. He knows how good we can be, and he went out there and said we deserve to win. Now, bro, I'm gonna be honest.
Are we good
All this smile up thing, like when things are going wrong, just be honest in it. Like, don't smile up and start saying things that we should have won the game and we only didn't win because there wasn't enough time and all them things there, bro. Just be honest in it. The team right now is playing like absolute. Like, the team is really poor. The assistant manager looked like he looked like he's doing at the most and looked like he's got a lot of power, which you should be concerned about. Thirdly, you've got a lot of players that are injured that you rely on yourself, and it seems like they are letting you down. You need to go and revisit that conversation. And not only that, Klopp, you are the guy, but we need honesty from you. What is going on with FSG? Is it a case of you're really unhappy with how things are, or you're content? Because 1 minute you're doing at the most, saying, yeah, I'm happy, man, I got 8 midfielders. And the next minute you're saying, man, I got 8 midfielders, but we're always looking to improve. But right now, I don't hold the purse strings. We understand what happens with the money, and we live with that, and we move on. So, bro, make up your mind. That's all I will say. We just need some honesty from Klopp now. Just be real. Don't do the smile up thing. You see when their man there a couple seasons ago when you had the crisis with the centre backs? Let them know how you feel, bro. If FSG are really pulling the purse strings back, bro, let man know what time it is. But you can do it respectfully. That's all we're asking from our manager. If it's not that, then bro, go back to the training board, tell your number 2 to go be that number 2 because he ain't number 1, and we start again. Because I can't lie to you, if our season doesn't start against who we got, Bournemouth. If it doesn't start against Bournemouth, I'm not gonna lie, lads.
Emotional damage.
I'm gonna be honest
with you.
with
Make
you.
man laugh. This ain't a laughing thing. You know?
Bournemouth at home is the perfect fixture to get out of this rut. If we don't pick up 3 points and get a convincing win against Bournemouth, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what I'm gonna be like on the next stream. On that post match, I don't know how I'm gonna be. Don't know.
Our title challenge is over. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't even sit here. I think the titles.
Let it out, man.
You're an evil guy, you know.
Yeah, I don't think the title is achievable as things stand.
Oh, fuck, we can't even talk about top 4. Never mind titles.
We can't even talk about. We can't talk about any. We have no.
Do you want me to put this in perspective?
We can't talk about anything right now.
We can't even talk to London right now.
No, we actually can't.
We actually can't even talk to London. Just put that in perspective. We can't even talk to London right now. Any part of it. North, east, south, or west. Compass settings, bruv. Moving like Kanye. It's fucking embarrassing, bro.
Let me read out these supers. It's Gaz. Big up, Gaz. Klopp said the connection quote, look again at the boom. Oh, okay. Terrible performance. Verge thinks he's Professor Xavier. Yeah. Shout out to Godfrey. Troy M says, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Naby tripped over his wireless internet. And ended up with an MMA cauliflower ear.
Hey, do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what?
Oh my
bro,
days.
This is every single one of us right now.
That's a good one.
Years from now, they're gonna ask us, where were you when they took over the planet? We're gonna say, we just stood by and watched.
That every time I see it, it winds me up more and more.
Bro.
That comment is hilarious. That's one of the
saying
first
that might
ones.
be one of the best comments ever. Man said tripped over his wireless internet connection and ended up
MMA cauliflower.
MMA cauliflower ear,
How hard you have to get hit to get cauliflower ear, bro?
Man said the wireless connection.
Cauliflower ear takes years of like wrestling or rugby, Man,
that's the bacteria, in the ear, That's what that is. That's bacteria.
Nice the rubbing, isn't it?
It's nice.
I thought it's the bacteria, not the bacteria.
No. Cauliflower ear can get in one punch. It's it's basically the blood.
Oh, swear.
The blood clotting up and hardening.
Oh, so it's a hematoma then?
It's a permanent hematoma, basically.
Oh, okay.
Messi FC says Klopp and Gabby Bonahor switch bodies. Gabby in now. Bejan Bar says VVD hasn't been imposing himself the same way either. He needs to start tackling hard and putting some fear into people again. This shadowing thing ain't working anymore. Yeah.
And what was that beat 'em up back in the day, Matt, where there was that character that used to go shadow and he'd go invisible and like hit someone and come back again? What was that game, bro? Is that what that's VVD, bro? Shadow. That's how man's moving, bro. You know the game I'm talking about, isn't it?
I'm trying to remember what it is. I'm trying to remember.
It was a beat 'em up.
Programmer says it happened yesterday. We need further assessment. It doesn't look like he'll be in training tomorrow. Jurgen Klopp and Naby Keita. Dean says, gents, we are losing respect. We don't have the fear factor anymore. Imagine even EFL Championship admin are trolling us on Twitter, bruv. Unacceptable. Tahir says, Klopp wanted 3 points if Man United protested. They didn't need to protest. They got the 3 points regardless. Man needs a brain and eye transplant. He needs the brain back, it seems like. Massive shout out to Rack as always for your very generous donation.
Love for that, Rack, bro. Love, brother.
The team has a serious problem. There is no desire. There is no fire. Something is wrong. Manager's fault. Messi 2Y says, check the first goal. Hendo chased the ball and left his position. He can't play 6. Not got the positional discipline. Bless him.
I disagree with that because he's been good in a lot of other games.
Yeah, he did vacate the area though. But Trent for me is the most to blame there. Dado says drift not ramping with the ratings. Yeah, just man was on the Coca-Cola tonight, just zeros everywhere. Chris says no, Drifty. Why? Consuela voice. We pulling up now, can't control the goons. Matt, that's to add some context. Did you watch the
I know, I saw.
Look, I'm not even gonna lie to you. After watching Liverpool,
on the preview,
Liverpool, I'm gonna be feeling like Scarface Ruboy. We're just I wanna play like to bring it on, bro. I'm feeling different right now.
Eastwood says no midfield, no top 4. Just being honest, this will be a very long season. Hisham says Mo had 3 brilliant passes in the box, bad finish. Yeah, that's true. Peterson says if we had Nunes today, do we draw at least? If yes, some of our fan base need to allow it. He is our best bet. Do you reckon we draw if Nunes plays today, guys?
Maybe, I think so.
Yeah, I think he would.
Occupies his defenders, isn't it?
I'm not going to bring it up because it's Mr. What's his name is Mr. Cat Cake. It's actually like politically incorrect.
Yeah. We can't say that word, but yes.
We can't say them too.
That's funny though.
Eastwood says next game Flacco, Hendo, and Fabio midfield stop playing.
What, Carvalho? Yeah, what does Carvalho have to do to get a start?
Can I just say something? Yeah, you know, we're in the mud if no one recovers by then, like injury wise. That midfield there, we'll have to play again.
Who cares at this point? Well, what are we salvaging here? Pride? What are we playing for? We got nothing to play for anymore. The league's over already.
No, we have drift now. Stop that.
We still got things to play for, bro.
If we can't win the league,
35 games left, drift.
If we can't win the league, then we're just like all the other mediocre top 4 teams.
Remember last season when we were like 12 points behind? I'm not going there. All I'm saying is there's bare games.
I'm not even sitting there saying we're gonna catch City this season. I'm not saying that.
I think it's a wrap, but I'm just saying there's still games to be played though.
The league is over.
Isham says Diaz has to look up for options.
That's it.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a cup thing as well.
H says midfield is dead, attack is timid, Bobby is toothless, seems like Mo or nothing. Jota helps, but not enough. Defense tired, 7 Premier League games in a row we concede first. I think it's 8 now.
Bro,
can I just say something to you lot as well, real quick? You see the attack. You know we're saying that we need Jota back. Has anybody ever deeped how bad of an injury he must have to have been injured for this long with a hamstring? He ain't just going to come back and be good straight away, you know. Yeah. If you miss 4 or 5 months of a hamstring, do you know how bad your hamstring is?
He hasn't missed 4 or 5 months.
Bro, he got injured before pre-season started. Yeah, he's been out for about 3 or 4 months with this injury.
He's been out since the last international that he played.
Yeah, the last international game in May, Cal. He's been out for
Are you sure he's not?
bro.
No, because he came back and then I think it reoccurred. It's been from July.
well, that's
It's been out-
even
it's
more
like-
scary
that's what it
then, bro.
means, kinda. He's been
That's
out for about
just as
three.
bad, bro.
About 3.
I'm telling you,
Been out for about
if
3 months.
you miss this much football with a hamstring, it's worrying because this is a bad hamstring injury. If you're out for
I'm
3-4
pretty sure
months.
it's June. I'm pretty sure it's June.
I thought it was May in the last international.
It couldn't have
He's
been
been
May.
out for
Because
about-
our last game in May was like the 28th or 29th of May.
He's
So it
been
wouldn't have
out.
been
Well,
May.
put it like this: he's been out for close to 3 months. Close 3 months.
He's been out for a while
But
with this
it's
hamstring
international,
injury.
though.
I'm very
international.
much worried about how fit he's even going to be when he comes back. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just
Mr.
saying.
Sinclair says Naby looks like saving him for a sell. Naby injury looks like saving him for a sell. It does. Little Man says every time Trent plays like rubbish, we lose insanity. He's our main creator. Razor
Yeah,
says,
I'm not gonna lie. Trent definitely carries the burden of the team. He has a bad
Yeah,
game. We have a
he's
bad
our
game. That's
playmaker,
a
bro.
fact.
He's the system now.
But that is a
Razor
lot
says-
of pressure on a 23-year-old. Jesus.
Imagine we don't sign anyone else. At the moment,
I don't need
have
to imagine it. We're
Crazy.
living
You
it.
don't need to imagine it. It's reality,
living it.
bro.
Yeah.
We're living it right
Omar
now,
says EPL and UCL is a wrap. Worried to play in the UCL. Yeah, at the moment, I
we're
am
getting
very worried.
smoked in the Champions League.
I'm
bro.
hoping we get a Man
What did
City
someone
type
say?
draw,
Klopp
you
said he's
know.
not. What? No, this can't be real. Hold on.
Eastwood says even if Darwin starts, no midfield, no service, he will starve.
That is
Hashtag
no
no
very true.
no top four. That's very true as well.
That is very true. But he would have definitely got a lot of like change out of roughing up the defense, though. They had the easiest game they've ever had in their life today.
I mean, would he
Naby's
though?
not injured. Naby's not
What,
injured.
what does roughing up the defense do? Like, let's be honest.
It means that he would have physically got involved and he would have been making runs off the ball that would have at least had the defenders making runs, pulling their team apart a little bit and not making them just so comfortable in their
They played
shakeout.
deep. They were playing deep though, Drift. Ashley Barnes.
No, but there was
used to wrap up our
there
defense,
was no part of the game today, Cal, where they felt like they had to like play. Do you know what I mean? It was easy. They were coasting, bro. They were absolutely coasting. Nunes would have never, ever let the two centre-backs just coast through the game like that. So I'm not saying we would have won with Nunes, but there would have definitely been more holes and more gaps created by his running and his physicality. Like, I'll be surprised if Bobby's even barged into anyone today. And I'm not seeing that go around fouling people, but you got to get stuck in, man. Like, you've got to, do you know what I mean? Like, the only thing I think we did physically today was when Carvalho barged Bruno when he just fell over in the most embarrassing fashion. Other than that, I don't even remember our players being physical today. Like, it was embarrassing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta rough a man up, man. You have to rough someone up. But the number one rule in football, be physical. That is the number one rule in football. Be physical. Who's your man? Show him he's in a game. And no one in our team today showed any Man United player they were in a game today. None.
Little man. Seri possession. Is it midfield or our creativity being hurt by Trent's position and Firmino being all over the place? Look, I'm not even going to speak on Trent's positioning anymore. I've said all I can say on it.
One thing I will,
one or the other.
One thing I will say though is that as much as I do think that there's time. Well, there's a lot of time, especially
You got to pick a role, Matt. You can't be a church.
No, I agree, but you know what?
But
you know how mad it is. But you know how mad it is that we're picking out one man at right back and we're saying, "Is our creativity being hurt?" Like, it's one man, bro.
No. I think that statement is here's the thing, Matt. Him being out of position means if Harvey gets the ball, Harvey hasn't got more options than if Trent was holding width and Salah was coming in, and also the other midfielders. So it's not just him solely being creative.
No,
it's
I'm not
the
saying
space he's occupying and all that.
But what I'm saying is this though. Do you know how it fathoms me that we're big bad Liverpool, but when our right back is out of position, it affects us so badly to the point where we can't play. Like, bro, you have to have other weapons. You see Cancelo at the moment is playing left back. You see when Cancelo goes inside, do you know why they're not bothered? Because their man have got other options. Like what Jim said, they got midfielders that are running past the other midfielders. They're getting into the box, they're creating openings. Kyle Walker might even be in an advanced position as well, so to speak. So what it is that we rely so heavily on one man that whenever he doesn't do something right, the whole thing breaks down. That's crazy. Because even though when we got Thiago, it's still a problem. It's less of a problem because if you remember correctly, against Man City when we beat them, Trent was still doing that inside right thing, and I remember he was getting annoyed, Cal. But do you know what it was though? Because we had Thiago there as well, it kind of offset it a little bit. It was like, okay, bruv, that's annoying, but Thiago's still pulling strings. But as things stand right now, Cal, he's the only guy that can open up a team, whether it's his spamming of crossing or his precise passing. That is mad that we only have one player that can do that as things stand right now. That's crazy, bro. That's mad,
Peterson
bro.
says we should be like PSG, 3 centre backs, their fullbacks are wingers.
We don't even have 3 centre backs fit, so we can't do that.
Yeah,
So I know you're trying to say you're trying to nullify our deficiencies. The deficiencies are mad that we have right now, but we can't even do
Mr.
that.
Dare I say, Drift says next 5 games 1-1, 3-2 loss, 0-0, 1-0 win, and 2-1 loss. If that's our next 5 games, then
Man United have more sprints than us. Let's deep that for a second.
They wanted it more. They wanted it more.
Yeah, what's that?
There was
They
an
had-
attitude
they had-
problem
they had
there.
That's so embarrassing. I can't
man
even
had desire,
comment.
you know.
I can't even comment on it.
Mr. Wilson 82 says the fact is Trent doesn't like to defend. That's why he's always half-asses it and he switches off. Now he's being targeted as the opposition though. Fergie was always good at selling players before they fell off a cliff. Whoa. I hope that's not an insinuation to sell Trent.
Oh hell no.
But here's
I
the
hope
wickedest thing. But you see what it has to go one of two ways. Either Klopp has to really make him realize how much he has to go back to being the Trent who used to actually know and do defensive work and not get like too into himself, or we have to just fully take him out of the right back position and make him into a midfielder and actually go and buy a proper right back. That's the only two options. It's the only two options.
Do you know what it is as well though? You see the right midfield slot. No one's really had that like on lock other than when we won the league with Henderson, you know. And I think that's kind of telling as well. Like I think Henderson's been the only one that had it on lock for a minute, but then obviously he's got to a point where he needs to play 6, and we're kind of doing this rotation thing. Who plays on the right? And I think it's about, like I said before, it's about combination. So I agree with the whole Salah thing, like because when Salah's got the ball, bro, overlap and give Salah options. But I think as things stand right now, like today is Harvey Elliott. Tomorrow it could be like the next game it could be someone else because there's injuries. I think there's a lot of breakdown on that side. So yeah.
Tahir says teams have been targeting Trent all the time. Yeah, it's just getting worse now because he's not sticking to position.
He's a weapon, isn't it? So people are gonna try and move to man.
Troy M says, imagine how much more potent Trent and Robbo and Simicast would be if we actually had fast, creative midfielders. Sai would open up everything for us. Facts. Code says the same money, no issue. What 2 midfielders would you buy tomorrow to try and salvage something this season? Lema and Barella. If money's no issue, Kimmich.
I would go
Kimmich and De Bruyne.
Yeah,
no. But I think he means still be realistic in terms of getting the player off the team as well. Because
he said money is not
issue. He said money's no issue. If money's no issue, I'm giving De Bruyne 600k a week, bro.
Yeah, no, but I think more what he means is players who we actually can get and the board will back Klopp for the player, not like any single player.
I'm honest, I don't even know what Klopp wants.
Exactly.
Man, to be honest, bro.
Kimmich would be the first name.
To answer that question realistically, I would actually say Salcedo and Barella. Those would be the 2 players that I think would just massively transform our entire midfield.
Okay.
Little Man says, Drift, I know Gomez is your guy. He just ain't it. Just saying.
Oh no, I won't stick up from today. Today that was, I don't know what that was. But I'm not going to start talking about man's whole Liverpool career after one game. But yeah, today he was arsed today.
Shabazz says Hendo pivot with Harvey, Fabio out wide next game.
No,
changing formation.
Elliot out wide. No, that doesn't work.
Ain't changing formation. Ain't doing it.
Smash the like button out here as well, guys. Come on, make sure you smash that like button.
Boy.
Yeah, lost to Man United. I remember when people was looking at me sideways and I said was in the mud. Now we're really in the mud. I thought we was in the Liverpool mud. Now we're just in the mud. So, yeah. League over after 3 games. Like that's mad, isn't it? If you really deep that we were 1 point and 15 minutes away from winning the league in May, and now we're out of a title race after 3 games. That's nuts. Like, that is actually nuts. Do you want some real context? We're 7 points behind Arsenal. That's some real context for you right there.
Arsenal signed 2 players I wanted this summer, or signed one and on the way to potentially signing the other.
I won't even ask you who.
So Cal, let me just ask you this.
Or do I know who he is?
Before we go,
the guy I'm
Bruv,
thinking
they
of.
linked with Neto hard, bro.
No, I'll talk about the guy that already signed.
Fabio Vieira.
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
I knew Jesus wouldn't be realistic for us. If Pep sold us Jesus, he's pretty much saying we're gonna, if the only way we beat you next season is by half a point as opposed to a point. Like, you'd never sell.
Yeah. You would never.
That'd be like us selling. I'm trying to think of someone who's not.
It would have been like Mane went to City. That's what.
Yeah.
Like.
Or Jota going to City, for example.
Agreed.
Like, it would never happen.
It wouldn't happen.
Agreed.
Cal, let me ask you a quick question, because I know you do. I know obviously you don't hold Klopp accountable for everything, but you are saying we've got to question Klopp on this whole thing. But let me ask you this: if Arsenal actually go and get Neto, are you telling me that that's still Klopp and not FSG not giving money to be able to go and do stuff like that?
Both of them.
It looks to me like, bro, they've got the tightest owners in the league, but all of a sudden Arteta just gets whatever money he wants for whatever player he wants.
It would
and
be
you're still
both of them.
tell me
Shall
that it's not
I tell you why it'd be both
FSG,
of them? Because Klopp's come out and said Harvey can play in the wide and so can Carvalho.
Bruv, you can't listen to the drunk uncle at the wedding.
No,
bruv.
this is what I'm saying. We can't do that. We can't listen to Klopp and say Klopp's speaking the truth on one thing and listen to him and say he's not speaking the truth on the other. His actions are showing that Carvalho and Elliott have both played in wide positions several times.
Yeah, but there's no one else that can play there, so that's a very
because
easy...
you don't want anyone else.
All right, fair enough.
Unless he can prove me wrong by bringing in... Look, if we go and get Neto, that shuts me up. When are we going to get Neto? We ain't getting Neto.
No, but I completely disbelieve that.
Yeah, we ain't getting
the funds to get whoever he wanted, that he would still stick with Carvalho and Elliott as wide forwards and Naby and Ox in the midfield. There's no world I'm ever going to be convinced that that's real.
I'll
tell you what, guys, just quickly.
If Naby gets sold and we get a centre midfielder, that everything he said turns out to be right then.
No, it doesn't. It just shows FSG is so tight they'll only spend money if we make money, because Naby will go for like 15, 20 mil.
Or maybe he came out and said, unless someone says they want to leave, we're not bringing anyone else in. So if Naby said he wants to leave, then he knows he has to bring someone else in.
It's 130, 140 grand a week off the wage bill and 15, 20 mil in transfer fee. But it would just be so obvious they weren't willing to spend any money until we made some money. It'd be so obvious. Like, it is what it is, isn't it? But
go on, Matt. What were you gonna say?
I forgot what you were gonna say. You know, it was about yeah, I've forgotten still. Yeah, I
just don't know how we can listen to one half of what Klopp says and only agree with one half. And
because when he's saying certain things, I know that it's backed up by actual evidence. So whenever we talk,
evidence is showing he plays Carvalho and Elliott wide.
No, but that's a small part of what I've been talking about. He said that Ox is dynamic and Kate is world class, and them man don't even touch pitch. So the point I'm making is
Ox is always actions. Bruv, we've seen the stats. Bruv, Naby would have started tonight.
Would he?
Oh, come on, Drift.
But we're saying here that he's not even really injured. So
yeah, because obviously something seems to be going on behind the scenes. But you're honestly telling me Naby wouldn't start tonight?
Well, he didn't start the other day against Crystal Palace.
He wasn't fit.
He was fit. He was on the bench. He was. He was
he
only missed the Fulham game with a cold, man. You know, he wasn't even injured. He had a cold.
No. The first game,
Matt, he actually missed the Fulham game with a cold.
Bro, let me land. The first game, he was an unused sub. The second game, he was ill.
He wasn't available.
Let's get the facts right. Come on, man.
He wasn't available for the Palace game.
The first game, he was an unused sub. Second game, he was ill. Come on, guys.
Either way, man had a cold, yeah, and he's not playing.
He didn't play against Fulham. He was on the bench. He was an unused sub. Was he not there for the first game of the season?
regardless of what it was, he wasn't there. He wasn't available for the Palace game. If he was available for the Palace game, he would have probably played that as
One
well.
of the games he was an unused sub. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, it's unused sub.
Let me actually get the what I'm not even saying you lot a line. I just
Oh, sorry, he was an unused sub against one of them. He was an unused sub. One of them, I can't remember.
Yeah, he was an unused sub against Palace, and he had a cold against Fulham. I knew I was right. I'm telling you,
cold. He was just ill. Like I don't understand why people get these things from.
Whatever. So that
someone's
means
ill, they're ill, innit?
If someone's ill, they're ill, Drift.
Come on,
but if you're on the bench, that means you're not ill anymore, right?
No, it doesn't, bro. We've seen Klopp do a madness when it comes to the bench, bro.
Come on, guys. If Naby was on the bench, then that means that he wasn't ill anymore. An illness is like a stomach bug or a cold. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, guys. Like what are we doing here, man? Like if you had a really bad illness, fair enough. But if you're back on the bench the following week, that means you had a cold or a little stomach bug or you had a little something.
Bro,
a man never got no minutes. Bro.
Hear what I'm saying, Jeff? The first game of the season, apparently he was ill. Second game, he was ready and available, and Klopp didn't bring him
on. So why didn't Klopp bring him on?
If I have not, do you want to know why Klopp didn't bring him on?
Not telling us the truth.
But he's going for a contract dispute with the club. That's I'll tell you,
because our striker got sent off.
He's going for a contract dispute.
All right. I'm not gonna argue.
I think it's kind of obvious. I think it's
obvious Klopp don't trust him. That's what's obvious, but it's fine.
Bro, I think it's obvious that.
So why is he trying to give him a contract extension then?
The only way Liverpool would give him a contract extension is to preserve his value. I don't believe it's because they think he's good enough. He's been here so long now.
So why not do that with Ox?
That he don't play him in.
Why not do that with Ox?
So Drift, let me get this straight, yeah.
Liverpool just messed up with the contract.
So he doesn't trust Naby, but he's going to give him a new contract extension
to preserve his value.
Preserving value for what? If we're going to
because FSG want to try and get as much money back for the.
So this is FSG again.
Nah, Jeff, I'm not gonna lie. That's some. Come on. Man.
Everything can't be on the owners, bro.
No, and hold on a minute. So we're saying contracts are on Klopp because if contracts are on Klopp, then Genie would have stayed.
No,
so come on, guys. What we do is
the witch hunt is mad still. The witch hunt is mad still.
Stop. Bruv, there are times.
That's why I said he needs to go anyway.
Clubs can't come to an agreement with the player and vice versa. Yes,
but
I
Klopp
think we
Klopp told the board unequivocally, give Genie what he wants. I do not want him to leave.
But he also did the same with Henderson, and Henderson got what he wanted as well.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there because he
How
wasn't
asking.
That don't make
because
sense.
Henderson never got a pay rise and Genie wanted more money, so FSG weren't willing to pay Genie.
How do you know Henderson didn't get a pay rise?
Because I've seen it and he's on the same money he was on.
You've seen it? Come on,
yes,
bro.
he's on the same money he was on before.
Come on, bro.
Henderson never got a pay rise. He's on the same money.
You remember when we were
Genie wanted more money and FSG weren't willing to give him more money.
Remember when we was talking about like Klopp, as great as he is, can make mistakes, yeah, and he can do at times he can do some wild stuff, yeah, bruv. Sometimes he can do the wild thing. Because let me be honest, yeah.
Hendo's on the same money.
Some of his decisions don't make sense. Some of his.
It's that simple, man.
Bro, some of his decisions don't make sense, innit? It don't. We have to keep it $1.50. Oxlade-Chamberlain is still here. I don't understand.
Can I just say to you, look,
I don't understand why
Milner never took a pay cut. FSG wouldn't have given an extension. Klopp asked.
Bro, he begged for them to keep Milner. You know that was.
But
Klopp,
Milner only got kept because he took a pay cut. Do you think that FSG would have given Milner 140
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a genuine question? No. Can I ask him a genuine question? I know Milner took a pay cut, just but do you also feel like, regardless of the pay cut, we could have potentially gotten another midfielder, regardless of the pay cut? Because it's all well and good. No, Jiff, answer the question. Do you feel like we could have upgraded a Milner regardless of the pay cut? Yes or no? Do you think Klopp maybe should have gone, do you know what? I love the guy, but it's time for him to either be in the coaching staff or we let him go and we bring him back later.
No. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
So you're happy with keeping Milner? You was happy then?
Yes, because we should have replaced Oxlade-Naby and Milner would have been 8th choice and it would have been all fine. Wow. It would have been fine. But I'm not going to go back over that.
2022, we're still
Henderson stayed on the same wages. Milner took a pay cut. That is why they got a new contract.
Henderson didn't stay on the same wages, by the way.
What did Mane want? Mane wanted more money. What did Genie want? Genie wanted more money. What did Emre Can want? More money.
Bro.
All right.
Why is it that players can't just want a new challenge?
No, I'm not saying
Henderson fooled the media as well, by the way.
If we'd have offered,
we're not fooled the media. I would say fooled the media, but there was.
Mane said he was on way more than was being reported. He said he was on way more. He said that. him and his
I'll be-
agent came out and said I was on more money than what was being reported.
Okay,
Bro, he wanted
fair
a
enough.
new challenge, bro.
All right, look, I'm not going to argue the fact.
If
I'm
no,
not
if we're
sitting
being,
there saying FSG are brilliant, you know, but this whole Klopp can do no wrong, and FSG are doing everything wrong.
No. I never say Klopp can do no wrong, but it's just amazing how any player wants a pay rise, gets sold, or goes on a free. It's just
It's amazing
I don't
how-
know. It just
it's amazing
confuses
how
what about
Klopp
Salah
gets new-
then?
Hold on, it's amazing
Salah-
how Klopp. Hold on, it's
What about
amazing how
Salah
Klopp
drift?
gets. It's amazing how Klopp gets new players, but will still play the old ones.
No, but what about Salah though?
Yeah, but do you think the board was stupid enough to not see what Mane goes? We just give him Salah's money.
That may be true, but he's still here.
There you go. Milner took
But
a pay cut. Mane got off the wage
So what-
bill.
so
It
where
was
did
like,
the
there
Nunes-
you go. Origi
so-
came off the wage bill.
Yeah,
Minamino
but
came off the wage
Nunes
bill.
came onto the wage bill.
Nunes isn't even on 100 grand, Cal. He's like,
What
he's
do you
on
mean he's
small
not on
money,
100
bruv.
grand drift?
Nunes
He's
on
on
100
low,
grand.
he's-
drift.
If you think about
He's on 120.
Minamino,
No,
if you think about-
140.
So drip, how much is
He's on
Minamino,
Nunes on?
140.
How much
Nunes
is
on
Nunes
140,
on?
bro.
all right, so that means he's still on less than what Mane did, and then you got Origi's wages off the bill, Taki's wages off the bill. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, there's players who've
Taki won't
left,
do
and
now
then
with wages.
So
bro.
hold
I
on,
can't
are
lie.
we all right? So what about the Harvey Elliott improved contract? Who else got a new couple new? other
apparently
contracts?
Harvey Elliott didn't get a pay rise. It was just more years, apparently.
You think Harvey Elliott's gonna at his age? Harvey Elliott's not gonna ask for a pay rise.
So, do you know what? I don't know if it's facts, but somebody told me all it was an extension of the years he had. It wasn't a pay rise. I didn't look into it, but that's what somebody told
Bro,
me.
he,
Jota got a new
bro,
contract as well. You
it's
think
been
Harvey's gonna sit there while everyone else
it's
is getting
been
a pay rise?
widely reported
All right,
that
do you
Harvey.
know, all right.
Yeah,
You lot might have a point then. It's not FSG's Klopp. I'm not going to keep arguing about
Never
it.
said
like,
it's one or
Do you
the
know what
other.
I said? Do you know the key thing in my statement? I said Klopp can do some wild stuff, and I said so, and obviously FSG can as well. I think it's a mixture of both. It can't just be one or the other, unless it's something like very, very substantial. Because I think there's been things that Klopp has made as mistakes when it comes to favoritism and all that stuff. And I think sometimes like he needs to understand that if a player is not available or if a player is not performing, you need to allow them to go. Like, let's keep it a $150. And then you've also got the FSG thing where we look at them and go, do you know what? We need more from you. We need more financial backing from you because what we've won throughout the years, there should be more there, way more there. For a big bad Liverpool like us, and we're not even spending 50 mil, I can't even lie to you. We look like we're going back to the David Moores and Rick Parry era where Samal Sabrosa was 10 mil and it was almost acting like it was 100 mil. We're not in that era. We've made a lot of money. We've got commercial revenues. I'm a line general. Money's there in the club, but for whatever reason, I don't know what's going on. I'm being genuinely honest. I'm not saying no offense. I'm just saying I can't differentiate whether a lot of it is Klopp or a lot of it is FSG. And that's just me being genuinely honest. Because it's hard when you look at it, Drift. Like this man kept on saying about, oh yeah,
They're all
like
part of the same team.
it's I don't know, it's a bit
They're
mad. I'm just
together.
being honest, and I think Liverpool fans need to stop trying to. I think unless something is kind of apparent, I think we kind of need to stop doing the blaming thing. Don't get me wrong. I think tonight is different because tonight is like we lost the game against Man United and we feel like we're in disarray. But when you pull back the curtain, so to speak, yeah, it's hard to know what's really happening. Is it a case of my man doesn't have enough funds, or is it a case of Klopp just saying, "Nah, I'm good," and then when the shit really hits the fan, he's like, "Actually, no, do you know what? I need more." Because I find it kind of weird that their man pressed him, and he gave the whole dossier about how he's got 8 midfielders, and Tyler Moore is training now in the 8 and not the 6, and then. Couple weeks later,
goes on loan.
No, bro, and then a couple weeks later, yeah, we're always looking to improve, but we're looking for the right player. Also, I don't control the purse strings. We know how that goes. But bro, you were name dropping. No one told you to name drop. All you could have said was, "Oh, do you know what? Say what you said today. We're looking to improve. We'll see what happens." But man, categorically told everybody we are nice, we are good. But then when the change. That's what I'm saying. So it's hard to kind of decipher. We have to be honest.
You lot
You know what
can
I
have
mean?
your opinion. I love mine, and we'll just leave it at that.
I'm just saying,
there's no point
I
going
can't
back
see
and
a
forth.
true thing out here. I have to be honest.
Mr. Wilson 82 says, "No,
That
I
may be
don't
the
mean
problem
them
as well.
falling off a cliff. I mean players that want to decline are fair enough." Eastwood says, "Here is some more context drift. Hashtag no midfield, no top 4. Hate says Trent's just so flipping lazy, barely sprints back, never overlaps Mo, just tries to use his passing 2021, last 10 games, put in man of the match performance defensively. He did. Littleman says, Drift, agree with Cal, take his words at face value. Eastwood says, watch my word, Klopp will start Fabio out wide, Diaz down the middle, and Salah out wide. Hashtag no midfield, no top four. Shout out to Monts. Look at the bigger picture, man. Them. We done this to keep the Glazers in. They'll thank us later. Cal, check your WhatsApp. Will do, brother. Kate couldn't do no wrong, you know. He's done out here.
Man United are above us in the league. I actually think that's more embarrassing than anything, to be honest.
Javed says, ignore haters, boys. We ain't spoiled like, I'm not going to call them that. We ain't spoiled like Manchester whining 24/7 over owners who have 1 billion net spend on players. Hope the gaffer adapts. The high line being sussed. Great work. Keep it up.
Big up, bro.
Yeah, Man United are the opposite of us. We don't spend a lot of money, but we've got all the people in the right position. In theory, Man United spend all the money, but haven't got a clue on how to run it. They've got no brain in place. They've got no structure. Literally, that is it.
The last thing I'll say in this whole thing is I can't be bothered to like keep doing the FSG Klopp thing and all that. There isn't one single summer that we have outspent our sales.
There is, Drew.
Are there?
Yes, quite a few.
Okay. By how much? Because someone sent me a thing the other day that pretty much showed that FSG break even. Maybe give or take 5 or 10 or 15 million here or there, but they pretty much break even the majority of every single season that we've had with them. Like they've never had like a massive outlay in any summer. Maybe
not necessarily a massive outlay, but we've spent more than we've usually.
Yeah, but by like 5 or 10 mil, but I'm talking about like proper expenditure, not some little like you can barely tell the difference. I'm talking like any real expenditure. They've never done it.
Though?
Where it's not, we have to get rid of Naby before we can buy a replacement because we're doing this whole, we've got to balance the books.
We're not getting rid of Naby because we want to get replaced. We're getting rid of Naby because he wants to go.
No, but the point is, in general, we never buy a player until we get a player off the books.
That may be true, but I think what I'm also alluding to is
this is my point. though.
We've made mistakes.
Have something to do with that.
We've made mistakes, I think, Drift, as well. So what you're saying is true, Drift. I agree with that. Normally, when we go and get someone, it's because we sold someone. But I also feel like we've made mistakes as a club, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Big up, what's my man? I used to do all the transfers. Well, now with Michael Edwards, yeah, big him up here. But I'm not gonna lie. I think he done Julian Wall kind of dirty. Firmino, Ox, Naby, and Milner's contracts were all supposed to expire. Obviously, we renewed Milner, but Milner's one extent. In fact, Milner was only 1 year extension anyway. So Milner runs like next season. We can't allow stuff like that to happen. This is what happened, funny enough, with Arsenal when they couldn't sort out the contracts and players would leave. It's not even about whether you rate them or not. It's about letting assets go and not being able to recoup anything. That's our issue, and I think we've done that a little bit too often recently. Do you know what I mean? Especially with players like Gini Wijnaldum. Gini Wijnaldum should never leave on a free. Never. Mane shouldn't have had a year left on his contract. Even if he wanted a new challenge, but I feel like maybe a couple of years before you could have done something. Maybe you left that too late to the point where he said, I want a new challenge.
Apparently, you know what I mean? And these are just rumors, so I'm not taking this gospel, but apparently he was saying from the year before he wanted a new challenge, but we asked him to stay for the season. Apparently.
Fair enough.
Well, I'll just like to say, I mean, I don't know how true this is because I've just Googled this and it's from SI.com, which is some kind of soccer, some kind of thing. Liverpool's net spend under FSG is 16.92 million. How long have they been our owners?
That's not true, though. That's actually not true.
Well, I'm just going to go based off of that more than what I don't know. So I'll just...
Well, even on Sky Sports recently, they had Flex, out to Flex and Paul from Redmen TV. They were on there in preview for this game. And it showed that we've spent 700 mil and brought in just over 500 mil. So it can't be. There's no way it's been 16 mil over all these years. It's impossible.
No. I mean, like I said, I'm just going with whoever these people are at si.com as of the 17th of July 2022. I don't know if that might be maybe under Klopp, maybe. I don't know, but
Unless that's an average, that may be an average per window, but that's not the whole
that
time
must
they've
be an
been there.
average,
It's
not like
impossible.
that don't make no sense.
It's
That's
14
an
mil alone this year.
Someone's trying to do the whole break it down window by window thing. Maybe that can't be that like the complete average. Because even I know off the top of my head,
Here we go.
spent close to.
Sports Illustrated. Is that what SI stands for? Fair enough.
Jamrock says spent 319 mil 17-18 and 18-19, brought in 203. It's on transfer market. Please look it up, fellas. It's right there. It's showing it right there.
So it's a Klopp out thing then, because if it's not FSG, then who else is the problem?
No one's screaming Klopp. If you are screaming Klopp out, then
no, I'm not. I'm saying that obviously sarcastically.
No.
If FSG aren't the problem, there's definitely a problem. So who's the problem then?
Both of them are the problem. This is what I keep on saying to you. It's not one or the other.
Bob, I said this. I said
it's
both
not one or the other.
To be honest, that's even worse. Because if they're both the problem, we're fucked.
But that's why they have to sort it out.
Again, I don't think we're.
And if they can't sort it out, that's when we have another conversation.
If both of the people who are in charge of our club are the problem, we're fucked. We'll see.
People can change. Policies can change. Doesn't mean we're effed. It just means we need to make a change and be more adaptive.
I'm going to do a little bit more research into this just out of curiosity because I do like to know what the actual facts are.
All right, well, people, how many super chats? Got one. No, read out all the super chats. Massive thank you to everyone who stayed in for the entire stream. Please do smash the like button if you haven't already. Not sure when we'll be back yet. Potentially Wednesday. But do follow us on social media. Also switch on the bell notification so you get notified when we have videos coming out. Really quick, 1 minute, guys. Have you watched UFC Drift?
No,
I have. Yeah, what? No, I'm not.
Actually, do you know what? On that note, guys, obviously, like we don't know what we're going to be doing this season. In terms of whether we will continue it for the whole season, depending on how well it goes. Because I'm not gonna, just to be blank, I'm not gonna waste my time if people don't want it to be a thing. But Viewers Review Show, guys, we are bringing it back from the start. If people want to keep that show alive, by all means, I'm more than willing to keep it popping because it's you guys' opportunity to have your say and all that. But please get your videos in as soon as possible if you do want to be a part of it. That is to teamkopish@gmail.com. A 90-minute to 2-minute video with your opinion on the game, guys. Keep it landscape and get them in as soon as possible, guys. Viewers Review Show, people.
And just before we go as well, Big Six Bants Mons is going live in 15 minutes. So guys, jump over there. He'll be chopping up the game and what's going on at Liverpool as well. So make sure you head over to Big Six Bants. So while you're over there as well, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Trust.
Well, not the result, not the performance. On to the next. We'll see what happens next. People,
not anything. We're done out here, man. Fuck you know.
Much appreciated for joining. Catch you on the next one. Take care, people.
Peace.
Thank you.